Welcome back to the wrap-up show. Luke Wilson just rolling with the punches there on during his interview, and joining us on the wrap-up show is Dave. How you doing over there, Dave?
How you doing, John?
All right. Did you have a good time sitting in today?
Oh, I always have a great time when I'm here.
Hey, Dave, when you're not doing the show, like when did you get in? Yesterday?
Yeah.
So what'd you do? Are you here by yourself, or are you here with your wife?
Well, no, I came in by myself.
And what'd you do yesterday?
I went to visit somebody up in Connecticut. I took a little train ride up there, and went to say hi to some friends.
But you live in Connecticut.
No, I don't. Not me.
So how long is your commute here?
Well, this time I took a luckily Amtrak train out here, which is that was literally a train wreck. And it took us about. Usually I like to take the plane and stuff like that, right? But I thought, I got a voucher, let's use it. So I left Sunday, which is pretty interesting, and we got into Albany, right? And I almost got into the wrong train going to Boston, and I had to, they said there's like a 5-hour wait and stuff like that, and I'm sitting on the track. I finally got in about 6 o'clock, and I. To make it long story short, if it's possible at this point, we're sitting on the side track for about 4 or 5 hours, so I was late, just waiting for freight trains to go by, so that was kind of fun.
Wait, you were on a train for 3 days?
Huh?
You were on a train for 3 days?
Well, I had a voucher. I had to use it, right? So I had to use this credit.
Do you just sit in your seat and talk to people?
Huh?
What do you do on the train?
I just keep quiet.
Do you read, or do you?
Yeah, I just read.
Got an iPod?
Entertain myself.
A little DVD player, anything like that?
Exactly. I'm always prepped. I'm always prepared.
Now, Dave, when you showed up yesterday, you had a giant garbage bag with you.
Huh?
For your luggage.
Well, I was helping the homeless people out.
No, but what did you have in your bag, your garbage bag? What was in the garbage bag?
Softball, popcorn, let's see.
Oh, gifts for those are gifts
just for the staff.
So first of all, that softball is about twice the size of any regular.
You know what? I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I took a 50-50 chance. I thought you guys were playing in a 12-inch league, but they were out of 12-inch softball, so I got the 16-inch, and I apologize for that.
That thing is bigger than Benji's head. I mean, it's a huge softball.
Smarter, too. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
I just love picturing him sitting on a train for 3 days.
Now, Benji and Will, you sit with Dave during the show. How does that go? Do you?
Well, Benji sits at the show every day. I'm there pretty much just to babysit Dave.
Now, what do you mean by babysit?
Well,
he nudges me a lot.
Right. He tends to go up.
Will helps him, do this.
I try and help him. I cue him when he should read a line. Yeah. Sometimes, we'll write some stuff for him in there. I try and keep him off the mic when he comes up with his own stuff.
Right. Will smacks him in the back of the head when he does his own line.
Right.
Cleans my glasses, that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, Dave, when do you decide to take that chance? When do you decide to take that chance? Like when do you feel a line coming? Sometimes they want you to hold back.
When Will's out of the room. No, I do what the guys tell me, and sometimes
No, you don't.
Well, I try
That's
to.
That's the problem.
And then I think I've gotten better at it, and
you've definitely gotten better at it. No doubt.
I'm up to a C from a C plus.
No, you're doing good. But
I know.
I would say that, and not in any insulting way. There's definitely, and you probably heard this throughout your life, some sort of almost like an attention deficit thing.
No, I don't have that. No, I don't have a right.
Sometimes it's hard for you to pay attention to us. Yeah. I think. Do you ever get that? People ever say that to you?
When I'm sitting on a train, no, I understand what you're saying, and I never was diagnosed with that.
No.
Next question, Gary. No, go ahead.
I think we may be seeing it right now.
I've hung with Dave in Chicago. Sometimes I go to Chicago. Sometimes Dave happens to be in Chicago, and he'll come to my appearances, and we'll just do this for 2 hours. So.
Yeah.
Now, what Gary's saying, Dave, is there was like a point today when we had Riley on the phone, and you written down a line. I said, "Don't read that line." I said to you probably 3 times.
Well, I'm sorry.
No, I'm not angry. I'm just saying, but you read it anyway.
Yeah, but you know what? And I'm saying this in all respect. I mean, yeah, it's good to go with the script, but sometimes it's just funner to have some fun too. I mean, I try to, it's like a bad barbecue chili.
Can I ask you a question? Yeah. Let's do this a different way.
Okay.
If we worked at, say, Home Depot, right?
Yeah.
And I said, take all those boxes and put them in the red spot, but whatever you do, don't put them in the blue spot. But you thought it was fun to put them in the blue spot. After a while, you'd probably get in trouble, right?
Yes, I would.
Even though it's funner to put them in the blue spot.
Yes, you're right.
Just say it.
You're right.
No,
I admit it.
We love you, though.
I screw up. I admit it. But I mean, part of the fun sometimes is trying to salvage something that you.
I agree.
I do. I think I'm more respectful of you guys now than I was before.
I would say that we absolutely love you exactly the way you are.
Yeah.
And I mean, we always say, like, Dave, Let's not change a thing about Dave.
I try to be real. I'm coming out of character.
No, you're the
but
best, Dave.
I try to be real natural about it. I mean, I don't. I mean, I know it's your livelihood. I don't sometimes take it as seriously maybe as I should, but then that's also part of the fun too, of just getting out there and doing it.
Well, one of the questions I actually had was just what we're talking about. Some people love when you nail your lines, and other people like it even better when you miss them. I mean, when you were saying Guggenheim today and other stuff, I mean, everyone was cracking up.
I can't please everyone.
I will tell you that the one that we love the best, the one that the legendary Dave line, and I think because Dave's glasses get very dirty, and sometimes he can't read the line. But it was we talked about that Pamela Anderson should be wearing a pubic wig, and he said that she should be wearing a public wing.
It's going for an FME, Gary. I'm sorry.
And you must have like 3 of them.
Yeah, I know.
In fact, there was talk of giving you a Lifetime Achievement Award.
All right, couldn't get the FME. Yeah.
Let's take some calls. So let's go to Alex in Indiana. Alex, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey guys, what's up?
How you doing, Alex?
I'm doing all right. I just wanted to comment about evil David Letterman. I want to say just how hilarious he is, and I wanted to pitch the show to Gary and see if there's any plans of doing like a late show with evil David Letterman where he does prank calls and interview celebrities. I think that would be so great.
I like this guy.
Love you too, Evil.
Hi, guy. How you doing?
Right.
Very kind of you. That went over like a pregnant Paul Valder, didn't it? Sorry.
A pregnant what?
Pregnant Paul Valder.
says that a
Yeah,
lot.
you
I
used
like
that
saying
one
that. I'm
already
sorry.
today.
Well, I've got that attention disorder. Sorry about that.
Do you have other go-to phrases like that?
Huh?
Do you have other go-to phrases like that, like the pregnant Paul Vaulter? Any
probably
others?
on
Dave,
tape.
what's
I
the
don't
one
know.
like?
Our favorite phrase is the one. What is the one that your wife says to you a lot about something? Put car in gear, put foot in mouth.
Oh yeah, put brain in gear before opening mouth, which is a good philosophy.
We love that one.
I love that one myself.
That is-
always put brain in gear before opening mouth. Yeah.
Do you say your wife's name on the air?
Huh?
Have we ever talked about your wife's name on the air? Is that cool? It's such a great name.
A couple? What was that?
What are you, Spanish now?
Is that English?
Como?
I'm doing my I'm doing my Vietnamese Swiss impression. Oh, you mean my?
Like when you have to ask her for permission for stuff. You say you have to talk to.
Well, kind of separated now, but that's okay.
What? Whoa!
Good timing, Benji. No,
Oh, really?
go ahead. Yeah.
What happened?
Huh?
What happened?
It's a family program, Will. What do you want to know?
I mean, how long has this been happening? Like, when did you guys separate?
Well, a long time ago.
Yeah,
long time ago?
Actually,
No, not actually about a year and a half.
Are you dating at all? Or
Huh?
Are you dating? Or?
If I can find the time, yeah.
The time. You have tons of time.
Yeah, I do sometimes. I'm seeing some other people.
Are you really?
Whose choice was it to separate?
Huh? The checks weren't coming in fast enough. What do you want to know?
Who initiated the separation?
Huh? I just thought it was time.
Why?
We both did.
But was there like a particular incident, or was it just a long time coming?
I don't know.
Did you cheer?
If you don't know, who does?
Weekly World News. I don't know. No, it was time, and it's you
What
know
made
you
you-
know the way all right, you know the way people have certain perceptions of you, and no matter what you do, it's never good enough.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what was going down.
Right.
Did she like you on the show?
Huh?
Did she like your performance on the show?
Well, my ex-wife, she's never heard me, but yeah.
She never heard you on the show?
My girlfriend has.
What was
I
it?
think she likes it.
Your ex-wife has never heard you on the show for all the years you came on, and even sometimes you bring her to New York. She never listened to you.
Well, she listened to me then, yeah, but it's like,
And what- did she? Did she?
I think she was pleasantly pleased.
Because I always wondered, did she like it when you came here, or did she find it sort of an annoyance? I always got the impression between you and
Kind
I.
of the sightseeing time of New York, Gary, it might have been a annoyance, but no, she's always was happy about it.
She was. Because I sometimes got the impression that you liked doing it a lot more than she liked you doing it.
I think I'm more into it. Yeah, I think I was more.
Now you
into
said
it.
you have a girlfriend now, right?
Yes.
Is she a fan of the show? Is that how you met her?
Yeah.
So what?
How did you guys meet?
Yeah.
It was in the bathroom. No, I just we met.
And she knew that you were Evil Dave from the Howard Stern
Huh?
Show? She knew you were Evil Dave from the Howard Stern Show?
Yes.
And that's kind of how you got her?
Well, how would you get a check? Yeah, that's just the way I went. Well, right.
Okay, just curious.
That's fine. You can be curious.
No, we've had discussions like that before where, you're on the show, you're affiliated with the show, so people know you and they'll come up to you and this and that.
Yeah.
That's why we're asking. I mean, because there are a number of different ways you could have met. Do you think you would have met if you hadn't been on the show, let's say, or was it?
No, I mean, I've known her for a little bit, so,
But I mean, like, did you know her, or did she like drop you a letter in the mail, like, hey, I listen to you all the time, and you called her, like that sort of thing?
No, I mean she.
Did you meet her before you separated from your wife, or after?
No, I gave that period of time. That I did do.
Period of mourning, if you will.
Doesn't
But hold on,
Share the
hold on.
wealth. What?
Hold on, but really, can you, without getting prying too much, how did you meet her? Like, did you meet her at a bar? Did you meet her at an appearance? Did you meet her at a comedy club?
Oh, I met her at a bar.
And what were you doing at the bar? Was it an appearance?
Drinking? What?
No, was it appearance? Was like
no. It was it was actually somebody's high school reunion actually.
But not yours.
No,
Of course.
What were you doing there?
drinking. Will. Next question. No, go ahead.
No, and you got things are going well.
As well as can be expected. You know.
What does that mean?
It's just what it means. What?
You guys having issues now too?
No.
it's not time yet with her.
No, it's not. Benji hit the nail on the head.
Did she take the train ride with you?
No.
How old is she?
Huh? She's about 2 years younger than me.
The big question is, how old are you? I haven't a clue. Wait, hold on. How old?
Actually, she doesn't know I have a crest in her, Benji. Go ahead. No.
How old do you think Evil Dave is? Okay, I'm going to start, and I'm going to say 51.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
52.
I was going to go
down.
I was going to go a little under. I was going to like 48.
It's all that softball playing I play.
48, I would say.
We'll say 48, 49.
Which is it?
49.
49.
Then why would we say 48?
I don't know.
Dave, do you have kids?
You're the one who said that. What?
Do you have kids?
Yes, I do.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How many kids?
I had him with Riley Martin. What?
Okay.
Doesn't Dave have don't you work in like a car factory or something? Is that your day? What's your day job?
No, his day job is working on the David Letterman show.
Okay.
Right. We'll leave it at that.
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, Dave, we wish you good luck with that relationship, and
I'm
hope
going to need it. Thank you. I appreciate it.
not a problem. This show will save you, I'm sure.
Thank you.
Good luck with everything.
A gay bathhouse?
Oh, I love that one.
Thank you for calling. How may I help you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
Very good. My name's Vinny Favale. Are you familiar with David Letterman?
Yes, I am.
Okay. We'd like to make some arrangements to shut down the club for a couple of hours and have him come in.
Have him come in and where?
To the gay bathhouse.
Have David Letterman come into the bathhouse.
Well, hold on, because here's Rupert. Rupert happens to be David's lover. Hold on.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, I'm Rupert. I'm in with Dave.
Okay.
We want to find a little bit about your facilities.
All right.
Let me put Dave on the phone.
Okay.
Hold on one second.
Yo, so so you got a new girlfriend?
Yeah.
I didn't hear about it.
I'm trying.
Well, that's about pretty much what he said.
Yeah, Dave's new girlfriend bought him like a new briefcase.
Yeah.
So yesterday he has like this old, Richard, what is it, like 10 years
Yeah,
old?
it was like
prep
an
school.
old
And it's like,
briefcase falling
all
apart.
disgusting. And he's like, hey, does anybody want this?
I
like,
just was trying to be nice. It wasn't too bad.
He gave it to me. He goes, see if any of the interns want this old briefcase.
Well, you could put toothpaste in there. I mean,
How did you meet the new girlfriend?
Work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
Not on the road, because the last girlfriend you
Now,
met.
Dave, why can you say that in here, but you won't say that on the regular show?
Well, there was a lot going on today, as Gary will agree. So
Is she within?
I'll take the fifth.
All right. Is she? First of all, I'm sure I asked you this question before, but I can never remember. How old are you, Evil Dave?
I am 47.
You're 47.
Yes.
Wow.
I know.
You're a year older than me.
Yeah.
How long has your hair been
And
white?
I act like I'm 12.
Dave, how long has your hair been white? Has it always been white? Or
Ever since I came on the show.
No, seriously. Like, was your hair ever another color?
It's kind of that Steve Martin thing I got going for
But
me.
How long? How long has it been like that?
Say
Like,
maybe 6 years.
So it changed. What color did it used to be?
I was blonde.
How do you get it to stay that way?
Huh?
How do you get it to stay that way?
I just put soap in my hair and it just stands up. I don't know what.
So how the new girlfriend is your age, around your age,
A little younger.
little younger,
Just a couple of years.
like more than 10 years younger.
Oh no,
No, like 2 or 3 years.
No,
younger.
I'm not skirt chasing 9-year-olds. No, it's she's about 2 or 3 years younger.
And how long have you guys been together?
Just off and on type, like a friendship type thing.
Is she a big fan of the show?
Yes. And I have Howard and everybody to thank for that.
Have you guys said like I love you to each other yet?
Huh? Well, I've she knows how I feel.
Have you told her I love you?
Huh?
Have you told her I love you?
God, I can't even say, huh?
Well, what's wrong with that? No, I mean, do you love her?
I have feelings for her.
And you've been with her, like, intimately, you said, right?
Yes.
Oh, good.
So she spends the night at your place?
And I wash my hands and brush my teeth, yeah.
She spends the night at your place and everything?
Yeah, I did that.
All right.
Now, how long?
It's like talking to a 12-year-old about sex.
No.
Now we
know where the PP goes, Dave? That's right.
All right, we got to give Dave his due.
Lube job.
Early on, number 3, Teddy, here's the line that Dave had that seemed to do quite well.
You know, Dave was involved in this Michael Richards controversy because he had Jerry on, and Michael first made an apology on your show.
That's right. And by the way, have they banned the N-word yet here in New York City? Because if not, you know, there's something I need to say about Forrest Whitaker.
Was that your line there, Dave?
That was one of the boys' lines.
That was
pretty good.
My favorite line of the morning.
It was good.
Well done. Let's talk to Brian in South Carolina. Brian, welcome to the wrap-up show.
Hey, I just want to tell you guys, Evil Dave is a riot. I love him.
Thank you, Brian.
I hate that cunt Bindi, too. If those are your lines, they're great.
I appreciate it.
Scrap the script and just go with what.
It's a fine line. I mean, you've got to respect your people above you, what they want you to do, and you got to know when to just cut your losses and keep your mouth shut. And I was telling Will, and Will helped me today, and I think of the times that I've come, the flow was a lot better for me today because I knew when to shut up and just let them go.
Dave was obsessed. I
was very good today, actually.
Almost every commercial break when I went in, he was talking to almost anyone who would listen, even people who have, camera guys. The pacing is good.
Including myself.
The pacing is good today. This is the best pacing ever.
But
I thought it was.
Towards the end of the show, Dave, when Howard said, okay, that's enough, take a break, chill out a little bit.
Well, nobody's perfect.
Okay.
I have my off time.
Dave, could I just say one thing?
Sure.
Put brain in gear.
Before opening mouth.
Exactly.
Hey,
Where
Ralph.
did you hear that?
Yeah. Let's go to JJ in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. JJ, welcome to the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys. How's it going? I think the funniest thing about Evil Dave, I don't watch the actual Letterman show that much, so I don't know if it's shtick or if he actually can't hear anything, but anytime anyone asks him a question, just the like anytime someone asks him something, cracks me up every single time.
Yeah, that's generally his way of figuring out what to say when he doesn't want to answer the question. Like, Evil Dave, when was the last time you and your ex-wife saw each other?
Huh? It's like Parkinson's disease. It's creeping up on me.
Brian in Vegas, you got a question for Evil Dave?
Yeah, I'm just curious on where this guy grew up because he seems real naive, bro.
Where are you from?
Midwest. Is that good enough for you?
Are you from the Chicago area?
Yes, I am.
Just out of curiosity, how close is where you grew up to where Dave Letterman grew up?
Let's see. Letterman was in Indianapolis, and I'm in Glenview. And as a matter of fact, funny you bring that up.
I just wanted the mileage.
Stuff. All right.
No, go ahead. What were you going to say, Dave?
No, I'm just saying it's funny because it's easy when I actually get into it. I mean, I like doing it too, but like his name's Dave, my name's Dave, and our birthdays, like his birthday's April 12th, mine's like April 17th, so it's like fits like a glove.
That's like
everything
that
works.
Hitler-Lincoln thing.
He's got 10 fingers, you've got 10 fingers.
That's right. I wash my hands.
That's where it stops.
No, seriously, are there any other parallels like that? Any other things that you guys share?
No, just like I said, we're within 5 days of his birthday.
Dave Letterman has a secretary named Lincoln.
Yeah.
Evil Dave has a secretary named Johnson.
You have a buddy named Paul?
Huh?
You have a buddy named Paul?
Yeah, I got rid of him.
Let's go to let's talk to Mosh in Denver. Mosh, am I saying your name right?
Yeah, how you doing, guys?
Doing okay. Welcome to the wrap-up show.
Thank you. Artie, how you doing?
Artie's not here, but he's doing okay.
Hey, Gary, if you would have listened to the show, you would have known Dave answered all those questions you already asked him.
Well, I did know that. I don't get to hear every minute of the show because sometimes I'm on the phone dealing with stuff. And I said
trying to produce the show, huh?
It's okay.
Yes, I was trying to produce the show.
John in Ohio, real quick. You got the last word on the wrap-up show.
I just want to say I hate Evil Dave. He's the worst thing when he comes on. And I hope that your stomach hurting today. I hope you die from stomach cancer.
There you go.
Thank you, John.
We all, to a person here, love Evil Dave. And he's
absolutely.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Dave, we got 10 seconds. Where are you going to be? What are you doing the rest of the day?
I'm just going to hang out, and then I got to get out of here. And I just want to say, according to the Chinese, it's the year of the pig. So Kirstie Alley, wherever you are, happy 2007.
And Kirstie Alley as well.
Thank you for leaving us with that gem, Dave. Thank you, Benji, Richard, Will, Gary. You've been listening to the wrap-up show. Only on Howard 100 and Howard 101.
Hey, by the way, I don't know how many of you are aware of this, but David Letterman rarely misses his show. The last time he missed one of his shows was he had a heart attack or something.
Yeah. Heart bypass surgery took him out for a while.
Last night, for maybe the first time that I can remember, you were out sick, Dave, and are you feeling better?
Yeah, I apologize to all my fans. We just thought it would be better to have Adam, do the show.
Adam Sandler, yeah.
And
well, you are looking a little queer to me.
Yeah, well, I'll never eat ass again, I'll tell you that.
You never what?
I'll never eat ass again.
All right. Is that how you got it?
Now, I got to ask you something. Good morning, by the way.
Good morning.
Howard, now I heard that you're marrying Beth.
Yeah.
Now, didn't we talk about this on the show before? I mean, that's crazy. She's a girl. She has a vagina. Yuck. Wake up, my brother. Penis. That's where it's at. That's what all the kids are doing.
You are so great on this show. I mean, you're so edgy.
Yeah.
You're willing to make fun of your own sexuality and all kinds of different things.
I know, things he would never say on his show.
Network TV is way different.
And, Howard, by the way, I just want to let you know, I put chocolate frosting on my balls this morning, hoping Artie would mistake them for cupcakes.
It is Cupcake Wednesday.
That can happen.
That's right.
It's the most disturbing thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Your stomach virus is better?
It's a little better. And, Robin, by the way, I heard you're into racing cars. Is that right?
That's true.
And how about, sitting on my belly and pretending my penis is a stick shift? That'll make me feel better.
Robin, what about it?
It's a thought.
Yeah. And, Howard, what's the deal with you Jews and money?
What do you mean?
Well, I just don't understand it.
You don't even get it.
I don't get it.
No, listen, you certainly are big with the money. What do you make, like $36 million
Are you
a
Jew?
Yeah, well, no.
Yeah, what's the deal with the money?
But does anyone know, where I can get a scary Mexican boy for under $20?
I think Fred would know that.
All right.
Yeah, but he left the room. All right, well, Dave, I'm glad you're back, and I'm glad it was nothing serious. I got nervous right away. I thought you had a heart attack.
Well, it's just, I'm okay now. I'm about 90% now. And, I just got back from Florida a couple of weeks ago, and I've got to say that, even Anna Nicole Smith is a really good...
Wow.
You had her, too?
Yeah.
I'm sitting here reading the...
And that's, of course, before I was sick. Howard, if I may just say something for a minute, I think blacks should go back to being called Negroes because it has an old-school classiness to it.
Yeah. You like the Negro word.
I think so, yeah.
That's your vote?
Yeah.
All right, Dave. David Letterman, by the way, feeling much better for those of you who are fans of Dave.
And I haven't said the word, I haven't said the N-word since 93.
Is that right?
What, do you want a medal?
Well, you stopped saying it?
Yeah, I just stopped saying it.
Hey, good for you. Good for you.
Dave was involved in this Michael Richards controversy because he had Jerry on, and Michael first made an apology on your show.
That's right. And by the way, have they banned the N-word yet here in New York City? Because if not, there's something I need to say about Forrest Whitaker.
David Letterman, everybody, here on satellite radio, Sirius Satellite Radio.
Howard, I don't see race. I see the person. Robin, I'm not even aware that you're a medium-skinned black. I just see a brilliant and engaging newswoman.
Medium-skinned.
Yeah.
Medium-skinned.
Yeah.
I never noticed you were black.
I didn't know I was medium-skinned.
Well, listen, he's a popular guy. He really is.
Gay or not.
Dave, you wish you had that kind of popularity.
Oh, yeah. Let me ask you something. Is it legal for me to possess a photo of a hot, naked 9-year-old boy?
Yes.
If I am that boy?
If you're the boy, yeah.
And I want to tell you something, too. I just want to say this, too. I'm against interracial marriage. It's not natural. God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and, Tashika.
Tashika?
Right. Tashika.
Is that what you're going with?
Yeah. Well, I'm sick. I'm sorry.
Tashika.
Yeah, Tashika.
Yeah. How you been, all right? I see you wearing the late-night T-shirt.
Yeah, always got to push, And by the way, I got a little poem for you. See if this cheers you up. Roses are red, violets are blue. If you saw the size of Paul Schaefer's penis, you'd be turned on, too.
Hey! Gross.
It's like Dirtbag Round Table.
Really?
Howard, let me ask you something. Now, what do you think smells worse? Richard Christie's mouth after not brushing his teeth for 10 days? Or, Paris Hilton's twat after she bangs 10 guys?
Richard.
Richard?
Yeah. Because the twat can clean itself.
Yeah, there you go.
I think.
Yeah. By the way, I heard
Richard
that...
a twat?
No, we're saying Richard isn't as smart as a twat.
Howard...
David Letterman.
I'm just saying, may I ask Danny what he looks like?
Why? Why do you?
Well, he sounds like he has a nice big fat cock.
He does, actually.
Yeah.
I can show that on the show, too, but no.
By the way, here's a picture of Sanjaya's sister in a Hooters outfit.
Let me see her.
Come on.
Whoa.
Hey, now.
Holy shit.
What do you think of that, Dave?
Yeah. By the way, Howard, could one of the interns bring me a young boy? Excuse me, I mean a coffee.
After you show him Sanjaya's sister, he asks for a young boy.
You go to the Hooters down south, and the chicks are up several notches from the ones up north.
Hey, right before Angie comes in, just real quick, for 2 seconds, Martina Navratilova is on the phone, Robin's new best friend. David Letterman's here, by the way.
Excuse me, Howard, but isn't Martina a dyke?
Oh,
no,
God.
You don't say that. That's not nice.
Oh, I'm
supposed to say lesbian.
Well, what about the smell?
What about it?
How do you get past that?
What, you never went down on a woman?
No. And
Martina,
by the way,
forgive me. This guy's in it. You know what I'm saying?
By the way, Robin, quick request. Would you mind dropping your top and pressing your boobs against the window?
Just after we get off the phone.
Right.
Martina, what do you think of this, Artie, huh? You're awfully quiet over there.
Quiet back there.
I was happy for you when it happened.
I just want to say to Angie that Howard is definitely a great lover.
David Letterman.
David knows, too.
David, have you ever had Angie on the... Angie, you've never been on the David Letterman show, have you?
I have.
Oh, you have been?
She's been on. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And by the way, Robin, can I just say, speaking of hot, you look very hot, and I just love to lock myself in your booth and sniff your farts.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
You can do that.
It's so much edgier here.
Angie, you really did Howard, by the way?
I really did.
Oh, you're a Jew lover.
Oh.
Yeah, you're with their
you mean he's not
Satan,
Italian?
aren't you?
I told her I was Italian. Oh, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not feeling well.
Now, what do you...
It's nice to hear from women that say that,
Yeah, well, that is good.
Hey, wait a second. This is the Howard... I'm sorry, but this is the Howard Stern show. Let's see some skin. Fred, take off your shirt.
Angie.
Dave, you've changed.
Yeah, I got stomach.
Wow.
Fred looks good. Yeah, you can start crying.
By the way, Howard, can I ask something?
Not crying.
You're not going to cry?
No. Yeah. Is it...
What is it, David? It's a romantic moment.
Is it possible for a man to get a yeast infection? I'm itchy and have a slight discharge.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that in a minute.
That's fun to sit next to.
That's gross.
Rob.
His discharge.
Trust me.
Sorry.
What, was that you, Dave?
Yeah,
right.
Stomach virus. And by the way...
Stomach virus,
And it's like I always say, Howard, I hate the Jews, but I do love bagels.
All right.
Yeah.
Good for you.
He says that every 2 seconds.
I don't understand half of what he says.
He says he doesn't like Jewish people, but he loves bagels.
Oh,
he likes their food. All right, listen, Angie.
By the way...
oh, no, Dave. You have something else to say.
What is it, Dave? Stop.
No, I just want to know her stance on, Puerto Ricans.
What is your stance on
I
Puerto
like dark hair.
I think they're dangerous.
You think they're dangerous?
I make some excellent points every once in a while.
Right. Well, this was
Dave
fun.
is funny on this show.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sick, too. I know.
You are sick.
Yeah, you must be lightheaded.
I'll introduce you to Dave Letterman over there if you want.
Well,
David Letterman doesn't like me.
Dave, you don't like her?
No, as you say, she's very beautiful. But, my favorite sexual position is a woman on her stomach with a cock in her ass. And just before I come, I rape her really hard on the back of her neck and makes that clinch up really tight. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying.
I don't
I'm
even
so
think...
glad.
But she's definitely easy on the eyes, and you're a very lucky man.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Howard, can I just say something just once and for all about this Angie thing? I just wanted to tell Angie I wasn't mad. I just wanted to rape you. So, I'm sorry.
Oh, wow. That's a very heavy thing. That's not funny.
That makes me feel better, doesn't it?
Soft rape.
Soft rape. There's no such thing.
That is straight.
You give the guy a hand job at least for 50 grand, yeah.
I was just going to say, if Angie had a penis, she'd be perfect. Right. If she had a penis, she'd be perfect.
God, if I had a penis, I'd never be bored.
Enough said.
Dave Letterman told me I'm a lucky man.
Yeah, you're very lucky.
I'm lucky, right?
And even me being sick, she looks good.
Dave was smitten.
Yeah, you were really into it.
I almost lost it again. Yeah.
Again?
Yeah. I've got stomach flu today a little bit.
All right. That's right. That's why you missed your show last.
Howard, by the way, can I just say something? I hear Eric the midget wet his bed.
Yeah.
And that's hot. I'll pay good money to wallow in those sheets.
Hi, Liz. You're on the air in Redwood.
Hi.
You all right today, Artie? You seem a little down.
No, why?
No, you look a little down. Something happened?
He's probably getting sick from me.
That might be it.
Is Dave bringing
Howard,
you down?
I hear Artie wants to sleep wait, eat like a slob, and still expect to be paid. He's not depressed. He's Scott the engineer. Hey!
All right.
All right.
I get depressed when the cupcakes are down to like only 2.
Wow.
You know, Howard, I was going to make a joke about Eric the Midget, but I don't want that little to rub me out.
Right. You got to be careful.
Yeah.
What are you working on today, Steve?
You know, it could be the fag effect, Howard.
That's right, Dave.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Your hair looks good today, buddy.
Really commit to that.
Thank you very much. I got that Dennis the Menace look going for me.
Yeah, you look good. You look good. What else are you covering there, Steve?
David Letterman was too sick to perform last night, but that didn't stop Evil Dave from doing his thing here today. We'll see how Dave is holding up and how he manages to find the precise moments when to chime in with his cutting-edge wit.
Yeah, I don't think there's any science to it, but go ahead. Married.
Yeah,
God,
you
I
did.
hate whiners.
You hate whiners.
I was living in this attic. All I can do is write in this diary.
What?
I just hate those whiners.
Are you referring to Anne Frank?
Yeah.
As a whiner?
Yeah.
Wow, I lived in an attic.
And later as a wino. Yeah.
Wino?
He mispronounced wah.
Wah.
I don't think that was possible.
I said wah.
He said wah.
He said wah.
I'm sorry.
Wah.
All I know is... Hey, Sonny, you're on the air. Go ahead and say hi.
Yeah, hey, what's up, Howard?
Hey, now.
What the hell is wrong with Evil Dave today?
What do you mean?
I'm under the weather, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You suck, that's why I'm saying.
No,
You suck.
I'm trying to be polite, and coincidentally, do you ever think the blacks might be behind this whole global warming thing?
Why do you say
that? They can withstand a lot higher temperatures than us regular Americans.
Oh.
Sonny, why do you say that? Listen to Evil Dave's...
Did you hear that?
Theory.
Did you just hear that joke? What do you think I'm saying?
Are you kidding? That was terrific.
Yeah, wonderful.
He's way
like
on
that?
fire. I do. I
How
love
about that Richard Jeni suicide?
Yeah.
You know, that really depresses me, Howard. And then, you know, I remembered he's a nobody.
Oh, my
Man.
I just took Dick Cheney as a good alibi.
Well, all right. I'm sorry you're not enjoying Dave.
No.
But,
By the way, where is Sal, Howard?
Sal?
You know, when I beat my girlfriend, I want to know a good way of doing it without hurting my hands.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you how about Evil Dave. He actually wears a Letterman T-shirt in here when he does
I
it.
know.
That was Vinny's idea.
You know what's bad? I saw this guy's face, and, like, before I thought of Dave, but now we just have his, like, albino face stuck in my head.
Yeah.
I don't think of Dave anymore.
That was a mistake showing his face.
Right, who did that?
Yeah, that was
I
dumb.
look like Edgar Winter, don't I, sir?
Yeah. I don't know who the hell Edgar Winter is.
Yeah, all right.
All right. Well, that happens to be a good reference. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. There's a guy who's not a fan of David Letterman.
No.
I'm sorry, Dave.
Yeah, that's all right. You know, Howard, I joined Scientology. I'd
Scientology?
study, Kabbalah. I'd even get an electric car, but I refuse to adopt a black. They're really cute up to the age of 3, but then after that, they're very dangerous.
Scientology.
How do you say that religion?
Scientology and Kabbalism. Oh, is Gilbert here? Where is he?
There he is.
Okay. All right, that's enough. I'm sick. Give me a break. By the way, Robin, are you sure you don't work for UPS? Because I saw you checking out my package.
All right. Thank
you know what Katie Couric needs to do to jumpstart her ratings? I was thinking about this the other day. Start each broadcast by banging a black guy. And I don't mean a Justine Guarini black. I'm talking about a real black with dark skin, a 70s afro, and a big, thick, juicy horse cock. That'll get people watching again.
Why do you guys give him Justin Guarini?
Are you telling me that you think that Katie Couric should bang a black man?
I think so, to get the ratings up for CBS, which, by the way, stands for Constantly Bombing Sitcoms.
All right. Ooh, bite the hand that feeds you. Dave, you're biting the hand that feeds you.
Yeah, I'm mad.
Justin.
Why are you mad?
I'm sick.
You're sick. You're sick with the virus. He's sick.
That's his go-to line.
Yeah.
Well, you saw he couldn't do his show last night.
Are you going to be there tonight?
Huh?
You're here.
If I don't throw up here, I will be. Yeah.
What else you got there, Robin? You got to watch Artie when Evil Dave sits next to him. It's the greatest show on the planet. He just clams up. He rolls into a ball. It's like...
Oh, no.
By the way, we're talking about my show. You know, I just had John McCain on my show, and I got to tell you, I'd like to put my cock in his tiger cage. Hey, I'm feeling better. Hey,
you're on a roll here.
Yeah.
Constantly bombing sitcoms was a weak point.
I heard that Dave, who plays Dave Letterman, has a new girlfriend.
Really?
You're kidding.
He got another girl.
Yeah. It's like finding out Jay Leno secretly supports the Taliban. Come on.
No, wait. To be Dave.
Be whoever you are.
Be whoever you really are.
Oh, God.
Who are you dating?
How'd you meet a girl?
Oh, John Hines will get it out of me. What do you mean, how do I meet a girl? Where
did you meet this girl? I don't mean how.
I've known her off and on.
What do you mean you've known her off and on?
Huh? That's right. When I'm not throwing up, I've known her off and on. And you know, the nice thing about it is people say I look so good, but, you know, the reason I'm looking so good is because lately I've been sick, so.
No, Dave, I don't, do you mind your last name on the air?
You don't want to spoil it.
Okay, all right. So Dave, the guy who's sitting here.
Who wants the real creep?
Yeah.
The albino-looking guy.
How long have you been going out with this girl?
Just friends.
Yeah. He was divorced. But you told someone that you're seeing her as a girlfriend.
Yeah. That's right.
How'd you meet her?
And how long?
Huh?
How'd you meet her?
I don't know. I met her at a speakeasy. I don't know.
Where'd you meet her?
I just,
at that bar you go to?
Huh?
Is she at that bar you go to?
Yeah. That one in Little Italy, Robin. That's right.
That place you're carousing?
Why are you being so tight-lipped about this?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, just,
afraid
trying to get some money to, financially, make him interested in me. I don't know.
What?
I thought this
financial maintenance. Remember we talked about that?
Yeah, but is she interested in you?
It's kind of lukewarm.
Yeah.
She gave me a nice little traveling briefcase this time. I'll give her that as a gift.
For real?
Yeah, that's a good sign.
So you're seeing her. How often do you go out with her?
Oh, just for lunch.
When a girl gives you a travel briefcase, when she wants you to go away.
Yeah.
Take a hint.
A little police. One of those little
Here's
police
a passport.
That's right.
How long?
I'm going to Afghanistan to recruit cab drivers.
Have you been intimate with her?
Huh?
Have you been intimate with her?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You had sex?
I guess you'd call it that, yeah.
You put your penis in her?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she likes Edgar Winter, Howard.
How old a person is this? How old a person?
She's about 2 years younger than me.
Oh,
How old are you?
She's not a 9-year-old, but,
How old are you?
47.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're younger than me?
Yeah.
Holy
wow.
cow.
But this show gives me a lot of gray hair, so I look older, so,
Yeah.
You're 47?
Yeah. Sad, isn't it? Yeah.
Good Lord, he's 47?
Yeah.
I thought he was close to retirement.
I think
on this show, I'm getting there, yeah.
So what are you saying about money?
Huh?
You need more money
I remember Howard made a case one time that, when you have a relationship, what was it you said? There's a lot of financial maintenance involved. Did you not say that?
That's true.
And it is true.
Someone told me the girl's a big fan of the show. Is that how you, she got interested in you because she found out you're Dave Letterman?
I think I owe a little to you on that, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you do? You go hang out at that place and you yell that you're on the Howard Stern show?
Yeah, and then we go to lunch, and then I yell some more for bad service. That's right.
All right, why don't we, we're not getting anywhere.
I think the news is more interesting than my...
No, it ain't. First of all, happy birthday, Rosie O'Donnell. It's her birthday today.
How old is she?
45, they
All right. She's a little bit younger than Evil Dave.
Yeah. How about a Venusian or Riley Martin? What do you think?
A Venusian?
Or Riley Martin.
All right, come on. You let Robin do a news, Dave.
There was another dust.
Yes, what is
Howard,
it, Dave?
I was just going to say, I got a new tattoo that looks just like Ronnie. I drew a goatee and glasses around my...
Oh, wow.
All right.
Wow.
Just remember, I'm not feeling well today.
All right.
Howard, I can find little boys by their scent. Seriously.
You're like a dog.
That's right.
Thank you, Dave.
They should have called David.
I can tell Dave by his scent.
Is he ripe today?
Stop it. Don't compare me with Richard Christie, for God's sake.
Is he ripe today?
No, he smells.
It's the breath.
Really?
It's killing me.
Is it bad today?
Oh, I can't breathe around him.
How do you date this broad?
Huh?
With the breath issues.
I get tips from Richard Christie. I'm sorry.
You got bad breath over there, Dave?
Huh?
You got bad breath?
Yeah, housetosis, gingivitis, I don't know.
Do you have gingivitis?
Huh? I don't know.
What's that?
It's a nervous thing he does. Watch it. What's with the chicken dating?
Yeah, I got to be careful about that.
Oh, you think if you talk about her, she might go away?
Yeah, I'm going to have to borrow Richard's toothbrush, I guess. I'm sorry.
Don't you remember we asked him and he just went, privacy issues.
Yeah.
Privacy issues.
Privacy issues.
I signed a waiver.
Somebody's looking for him.
Is the Inquirer going to jump on this story?
I don't know. I got to get out of that release form. See.
What is it, Dave? Come on.
I went down on a colored naked.
What?
I went down on a colored naked.
Naked?
Yeah.
Where's he reading
I went
that?
down on a colored. Yeah.
Collared?
Yeah.
All right, listen, I think we're done.
Yeah,
Where's naked?
Yeah, we're done. You're not feeling well. Dave Letterman.
He added the word naked.
Obviously, he's not feeling well.
He's not feeling well.
Yeah.
You do that on your show tonight. All right, that was Dave Letterman.
You know, I got to tell you something, Howard. I'm having a hard time sleeping these days. And yeah, Artie, how much heroin does it take to make you drowsy?
Yeah, well, why don't... I think you're done, is what I'm saying. Why don't you just chill out?
Sit back, relax.
Yeah, sit back and relax.
You've done a yeoman job today.
Yeah, we're good today. And we're going to see you tomorrow. Thanks to everyone who stopped by today. And Dave, thank you especially.
Howard, before I go, I just want to say one thing. You know, I hate that Gandhi. I just hate him.
Who?
What?
Yeah, I just.
What did he say, Artie?
That's one
Bindi.
I don't even know.
Who? That who? Bindi.
What'd you say?
Oh, forget it.
Wendy?
No, Bindi.
Oh,
Bindi.
Yeah. And by the way, I want to tell you.
Okay, I gotta go.
I hate that country.
I gotta go, Dave. It's enough already. Guys love to put Evil Dave.
And he's so easy.
Oh. You want to play the Evil Dave intelligence game? Here, wait.
You want to do a wacky answering machine match for Beth? Whatever.
Wait. All right. Try and guess if Evil Dave knows the answers to questions.
All right.
How many nickels equal $1?
Does he know that? Evil
How
Dave.
many nickels equal $1?
That's right.
He's got to know that.
I would say yes.
I say yes.
I'll say no.
Really?
Yeah, I'll say no.
I'm wondering if I should bet you.
Up to you.
I don't know. You don't
if
think...
he doesn't know that.
He doesn't know that. I'm shocked.
I mean, he can barely read.
I'm fat with cash from the weekend.
What does he actually do for a living? Do we have a clue?
I think he's a receptionist.
Oh, no.
But
Oh,
he
really?
used to work at I think like at some sort of blood bank. He
Yeah,
got
no,
a
I think he's-
paycheck. I mean, shit.
I think he's a receptionist at the blood bank.
Wow.
What does that mean?
He's a receptionist.
Are you type A or type O?
All right, you know what? What do you want to go? 20, Fred?
20.
All right, I'll go 20 with you.
All right, I'll go 20 also.
I say
Should
no.
I get in on this? I'm staying out of it.
All right. Yeah, I hate being in on these things. But he's got to know how many nickels are in $1.
He has to.
All right, here we go.
God.
Oh, no.
I'd say 95.
Oh, my God.
Thank shit.
95.
I owe Fred 20.
Give this to Fred.
Beautiful.
I got cash on delivery, Freddie.
Fred, I owe you 20.
Awesome.
Cocksucker. You probably knew that.
Now
How the hell do you not know how many nickels are in
95. That's the most
95.
ridiculous answer.
He's retarded. He's retarded.
People who speak French are from what country?
Then he doesn't know anything.
He's got to know this.
If the 95 nickels in $1,
People who
Robin's
speak-
right. What do we think he knows?
What do you think? People who speak French are from what country?
Most people would know,
Canada.
and unless he's carrying out some sort of absurd
Tell
joke.
you what, there are 2 answers to this.
What if he
There's
does
more
say...
than 2.
Yeah, what if
Actually,
he-
that's right. What is it, like Haiti?
Yeah.
Haiti, Canada,
And
some
France.
spots.
Anybody want to bet this one? I think on this one. All right, here.
New Orleans.
Oh,
All
my
right,
God.
all right. I'm in on everything. He doesn't know a thing.
Right. Well, there's nothing he knows at this point.
I mean, they do speak
No, they speak.
Cajun,
Yeah, it's
what
not French.
country was the question? He's thinking New Orleans is a country, first of all.
Hold it.
You're right.
I got to make some money here. Hold on.
Yeah, I think
You're
we
right.
all need.
All bets are
to
off.
make
Oh, yeah,
money.
absolutely.
Freddie's walking with the double Sawski, and that's...
Greece is part of what continent?
No.
All right, he doesn't know.
Anybody want to bet?
No, I mean,
shit.
Now we can't bet.
Bring in a new mark.
You know, give me odds,
But
maybe.
wait a minute. Are they saying he knows something?
I don't know what this...
All I'm going to say is that there is absolutely a game here.
All right. I'm going to say that this is the one he knows.
I'll bet you 20 he doesn't know this.
All right.
I'm not sure I know this. Here we go.
It's Europe.
You owe me 20.
Yeah, well, Gary said, yeah. Well, you never know how his mind works. Maybe for some reason that was emblazoned in his head.
Spell imbecile.
No
he
way.
can't spell anything.
No, somebody bet me.
I mean,
can't
this...
spell
You might need Gary the
anything.
retard to fit on that one.
I'm going to need 50 to 1 odds on this.
We should bet, like, could he even get one letter right? Like, could he get I first?
Well, yeah, will he start with an
Will he
E or an
start
I?
with an I?
I say he's going to start with the wrong letter. Anybody want to bet that? Imbecile.
Nah, he'll start with the I.
I think he'll start with the I.
20?
20.
All right.
Give you a chance to make
All right, here we
money
go.
back.
I got to make my money back up, Fred. Then I'll get to you later.
Imbecile. I am.
Yes!
Yes.
That's it. You're down
Right,
how much money?
Don't let that go by quickly, his thought process.
I know, I want to hear it. I'm going to go back. All right.
Imbecile. I am Bus. B-U-S. Sal. S-A-L.
The one letter he gets right is the first one.
Bustle.
He is stupid. He did put brain in gear before mouth and talk.
What color is a lemon?
All right.
Hey, you knows that.
He's got to know that, right?
I say, please somebody bet me.
Anybody say no?
Oh, I want to say he doesn't, but
Artie,
he's got to know.
Well, just because Gary's saying it's a game.
Fred, I'll bet you $40 I say he knows.
No, I'm not going to take that bet.
Robin, I'll bet you 20 I say he knows.
I say he knows, too. Artie,
I think he knows.
All right. Maybe I should just say he doesn't know.
Maybe you should switch.
Could he possibly not know what color a lemon is?
There was one time someone said lemons were green.
Wow.
Is this one of those times?
Could he get this wrong? I mean, it just seems impossible that he could get this wrong.
There's so many...
All right.
He's only gotten one right so far.
All right, here's what I'm doing. I'm going 20 with you. I'm going for it.
All right.
I want to be even.
All right.
Fred, I'm going for it. $40.
Wow.
I say he doesn't know what color a lemon is.
Okay, I'll take that.
You'll take it?
Let's go.
Come on, baby.
Yellow.
Yeah, $80. Done.
I'm in for 40. You owe us $120.
That's right.
Betting on Evil Day.
There's so many areas in life you could see a lemon.
And you don't know when he's going to answer seriously.
Game's not over yet. Don't count your money yet.
Ooh. What does DVD stand for?
Oh, he doesn't know.
No way.
No.
There's no way. But could he? If he only knew this, I'd make my money back.
Dumb Van Dave.
See, you're falling into a trap gambling. You're chasing money right now.
I know, I'm chasing.
You're going like, I think, I don't know.
Yeah, but
you recognize the syndrome?
Yeah.
What does DVD stand for?
Digital video
disc.
He can't know that.
He doesn't know it.
All right, here we go. Whoa.
What happened?
I don't know.
Venereal?
Oh, wait.
Something venereal.
You know it's wrong.
What does DVD stand for?
All right. Let's see. There's a problem here with this. Okay, here we go.
Venereal disease?
Thank God I didn't get suckered into that one. All right, let's see.
What is 7 squared?
Oh, he doesn't know.
There's no way. That's an easy one, too. He should know that, right? But he doesn't know how many nickels are in a dollar.
Does he even understand the concept of
squaring?
Yeah, no, there's no way.
No.
No way.
Artie, you say yes?
I'd love to say.
Maybe, it's one of those things where maybe in school he remembers this one answer from retard
No
school.
way.
So do you want to bet?
No, it's not enough.
You bet me. Come on, man.
It's not
I'll bet you $120.
It's not enough to bet.
I'm trying to make my money back. All right, here we go.
7 squared is 49.
Oh,
see, Artie, you had it.
See, maybe that there's really no rhyme or reason. Like maybe in school he just remembers that for some reason.
But that's what I'm saying. You figured him out and you wouldn't go for it.
Believe me, I did not figure him out.
That dumbass. That's the game, too.
That's it?
Well, no, there's another one. I'm going to make my money back on this one.
What is Rosa Parks famous for?
No way. No
you
way.
Think he knows this?
All right, Fred, $80. He doesn't know. $80.
Oh, this is tempting.
All right, you could double your money here. I say he doesn't know.
Ooh.
Robin, $40. He doesn't know.
I'm trying to decide which way I think he'll go on this.
He is the exact right age to know this.
I mean, yeah, really.
You do learn this in school, Rosa
But is he going to make a joke?
No, he ain't making a joke.
You think he's joking?
No, there are times when he just...
He was the exact right age to know how many nickels in a dollar, too.
But that clearly he doesn't know.
$80, Robin $40. I say...
You say he knows or he doesn't know?
I say he does not know.
See, I have a feeling he does not know, too.
Come on, Fred.
You know what? $80.
You can turn it into 160.
I'm gonna say he knows.
Oh,
you say he knows.
I've just burned my money.
You're
but fuck it. I don't care.
Yeah, we're doubling down.
I don't care.
Here we go.
She opened up a chain of restaurants. I don't know.
All right, Fred, we're even.
Man, that was an ill-advised bet.
Wow. Wow.
He wanted that 150.
I just wanted him to be right for once.
Robin, I still owe you 40. But
That's right.
I see there's one more question.
All right.
What is 40% of 20?
No way.
40% of 20.
No way.
No way. I don't even think I know that.
I know. I was going to say, what is it?
What is it? You know?
It's 8.
Is it 8?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Well, 10% is 2 times 4 is 8.
Whoa.
Exactly.
Go backtrack because I didn't follow that. 10% of 20 is 2.
Times 4 is 8.
Nice.
That's true.
Wow. You're smart.
Very nice, Artie.
Hey, Artie, you know a lot.
Let's bet on Artie.
Is that such a hard question?
Well, you're talking to a bettor, too.
Yeah, exactly.
No way he knows it. Robin, come on, give me a $40. You know, Dave was good on the math. 7 times 7, 49.
Yeah, but he didn't know
come on.
how many nickels
Let's go.
in a dollar.
Come on, what are you going to go to the grave with that money? Let's go.
Let me think
Give you
about
double
it for
down.
a second. Double down?
I'm taking out my money. This is
$40.
Now, how does that work? I owe you 40 or you owe me 80?
I owe you 40 now. If I lose, I owe you 80.
Yeah, but what do I owe you if I lose?
0.
Really?
That's right.
Let's go for it.
Double or nothing.
All right.
Yeah, so
what's the big deal?
Wait, now, what are you saying?
You're playing with the house's money.
I'm saying he knows. He says he doesn't.
All right. Shh.
Wait, maybe I want to get out of this. Howard says he doesn't know. He does.
He doesn't know it.
He doesn't.
He doesn't know this.
Robin, you want to go another 20 with me? Are you that into it?
I'll go for a 20 with you.
All right. That's respectable. All
I wonder
right,
if he'll even know a number. Here we go.
40% of 20? 1/2.
Oh, gee.
I'm out of this game.
Punch him in the face.
20.
So retarded.
A lot of people didn't think I'd make a comeback. I
He's so
did.
retarded.
We let you off the hook.
The Fred thing was just a gift.
If you want to win, you got to play.
I know, but it was fun.
All right, here's another one for you.
All right.
Who discovered electricity?
No way. No way.
Yeah, he knows this one.
Now there's
Really?
He knows this one.
What is the proper answer? Is it Benjamin Franklin?
That's what they're looking for, I hope.
I would
That's
imagine.
Yeah.
You might know that.
Unless he's talking about,
No, it's got to be Benjamin
I'll
Franklin.
take Benjamin Franklin, I'll take Thomas Edison, I'll take Nikola Tesla.
Well, did Edison really, he didn't invent electricity or discover it. He
discovered it with the key and the kite and the
That's
the
Benjamin Franklin.
Right.
I'm talking
was
about
the light
Edison.
bulb.
Edison learned how to use it.
He learned how to use it with DC, and the guy who really figured out everything was Tesla.
Yeah.
Who's Tesla?
He's a guy that actually invented radio as well, and
Marconi did?
radar. No,
You're kidding me.
I think it was either the 1930s and 1940s. I don't know if he was dead or not. Congress or whatever, the patent office finally decided that Tesla actually did invent radio.
Tesla, is that the rock band is named after Tesla?
Yes.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. This guy was supposedly some sort of genius.
So why don't we know his name?
Well, he sounds like it.
Because he died penniless in a New Yorker hotel in 1947.
Wow.
Really? Yeah. No kidding.
See, genius doesn't always translate into money.
No, he was not good about patents.
All right, so what was the... Oh, so do you
We're looking
think
for Benjamin Franklin.
Evil Dave will know?
It's got to be Benjamin Franklin.
Does he know that?
I say he does.
I do too, Robin.
Again, it's one of those basic
See, you don't want
things.
to bet me.
No.
Come on, Artie.
It's one of those basic things you learn in school. I go double nothing with you, Robin.
All right.
How much do you owe her?
I owe him 20.
She owes
All
me
right,
20.
here we go.
Thomas Edison.
And that's good enough.
Yikes!
Yeah, that's good.
See, it was going to be one of those three.
No, it's not good. It's got to be Benjamin Franklin.
It should be.
No, Thomas Edison is acceptable, or Benjamin Franklin, or
There's
Tesla.
Thomas Edison did not discover electricity.
Robin, you won that bet?
I think not.
I agree with Artie. He invented the light bulb, but electricity had been discovered before that.
Right.
Right.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
He learned how to harness it.
I lost. So I owe Artie 20 bucks.
Robin's doing the honorable thing.
Hey, can I just jump in and tell you, I've been getting a lot of emails. Apparently, DVD stands for Digital Versatile Disc.
Yeah, I thought it was something
Well,
different.
it still doesn't stand for venereal disease.
That's true.
We know Dave was wrong.
While that may be true, venereal disease certainly is not.
VD is venereal disease.
What would digital venereal disease look like?
Here we go. Let it.
Pixelated.
You have it on your fingers?
You guys want more, or are you done with this?
Let's go.
Because we got Winfred's money.
Do I owe you 20? What do I owe
You owe me 40
bucks. Okay.
All right,
I think you have 2 or 3 more left.
all right.
During the Vietnam War, what country were we at war with?
Oh, Jesus. Is he that retarded where he wouldn't know?
He's gotta say Vietnam, right?
Yeah, he knows that. I mean...
Unless he's drooling on himself.
I bet he says something goofy.
I'll bet you double or nothing.
You want to go double on it? All right, I bet
You're saying he's not going to answer that,
I bet
right?
he says something so
You think he's going to joke?
I think no. I think his head works
joking.
like it can't be that obvious. I'm going to say Paraguay.
Come on.
All right.
I'm going to give Robin a chance. Got double or nothing.
He knows this, Artie.
North Vietnam.
North Vietnam.
It's close enough.
We were on the side of the South Vietnamese, correct?
Right, yes. He was right.
North Vietnam. God, if you really want to get technical, there ain't no country North Vietnam. But all right.
We'll take that.
I won't be a douchebag. We're even.
Who was the first person on the moon?
Alex Brandon.
He might know that.
You think he's going to say Neil Armstrong?
Yeah, I do. I think he might know
Neil Young.
Do you guys think there's any way he knows that? Is everybody even at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody owes anybody
actually,
anything.
Artie owes me some money.
No, I gave you the 20 up front, remember?
You're right.
I might just bet the mother load on this.
Well, what is the mother
What do you think he's going to say?
Hundreds.
You think?
And you say he's going to say Neil Armstrong?
God, if he pulled that out.
Of his ass?
You don't think he can do it, huh?
That awful albino ass.
This is dicey.
He knew North Vietnam.
Yeah, but there was part of Vietnam in the answer.
And he did know Thomas Edison, even though it wasn't.
It wasn't the right answer.
Flash of brilliance.
7 squared.
Yeah, I'm going to back off this one. I don't have confidence.
Anybody?
I think he's going to know it, though.
No.
I think he might be one of those astronaut type, like a groupie or something.
Really?
I mean, he's certainly old enough to where if he was in front of a TV.
I say he knows. I'm getting more and more confident in my
Well,
answer.
you want to bet?
Want to go $100?
Ooh, big money, huh? I'll go 100 with you.
Wow.
Okay. 100 it is.
Wow.
I say he's going to pull this out of his ass.
He's not pulling anything.
All right, here we go. $100. He knows.
I think Buzz Aldrin.
Oh, me.
Holy shit.
He
I'm
came close.
surprised that he named it
That was
astronaut.
the second guy.
Yeah,
That's right.
I'm surprised
How does he know
that
the second
named
guy
an
and not the
astronaut
first?
at all.
Cocksucker.
He did name an astronaut.
You should give it to me just because he named an astronaut.
Oh, that was not the question.
But how did he know that?
Spell Mississippi.
No way.
No, you can't.
No, that's a loss.
I'm saying he gets the first letter wrong.
Let's see.
Mississippi. MISSAPPIPPI.
PPI.
Howard, there's one more.
All right, one more.
7-year-old knows that.
What is 50% of 1 million?
See, he should know that.
Please.
Why? What's your... well, with the square root question...
Because 50% of a million
It's
is
just
easy.
half,
Yeah,
right.
it's 500,000.
And he knew the square root question. So he has some concept of...
See, I think he knows this.
Oh, no, he knew squared, right? He knew squared.
Right.
7 squared.
You're basically saying, what's 500,000? He could even say 500,000.
Right.
You know, and that would be right.
You know, I think he's going to know this, too.
I think he knows it.
Ooh.
Want to give me a second shot? On my 100?
I'm not so sure he doesn't know it.
You just want your 100.
I want my money.
Right. Well, you could have 200. That's a real win in a game like this.
A double or nothing?
Yeah, I think he can pull this one off. But
Well, I have to take a double or nothing.
you want double or nothing?
You do? Yeah. Wow. You're being charitable like Fred.
I don't know. Listen, I think this is risky on my part.
Nothing's for sure with this guy.
All right, Robin, you say he doesn't know. I say he knows. Here we go.
50,000.
Oh, idiot. What an imbecile.
Well, he had the right number.
He is a real imbecile.
Robin walking away with 200.
That was
And that's
great.
the end of the game. You win 200.
Probably the biggest winner we've ever had in one of these games.
That was the best retarded bet I've ever heard.
How do you not know 50% of a million?
Wow.
How the fuck did he know 7
Half a
squared?
million.
Who buried that in his head?
Yeah, they must have pounded that into him.
That was the best game ever.
We got to do that with him again. He's great.
200
He's
bucks.
not just good, he's great.
As long as you're on Evil Dave, do you want to hear Evil Dave on the Intern Show from last week? Because I heard it was pretty funny.
Oh, yeah?
I got a couple of clips. Here's Evil Dave on the Intern Show.
I think it's time to bring in our special guest. We are very lucky here on the Intern Show tonight. He just got done taping his own show, and he's here with us now. You heard him on Howard earlier today, but he's here with us now, so welcome, special guest.
What are you kids doing up past your bedtimes anyway?
It's Dave Letterman, everybody.
Hey, kids.
Oh, I didn't mean to do the Epic Man.
You know, we got a new segment. Sure, Dave talks to the kids and then the police.
There you go, Evil Dave. It's great to have you here tonight. Welcome.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here tonight, Steve. You do a great job. You're much more talented than that pillow bitter Ross, the intern from the Tonight Show. What a fag that kid is.
That pillow biter? Yeah.
You always, poor Steve, the intern has to interpret what Dave said. Pillow bitter.
Pillow bitter, that's great.
Pillow bitter.
He's trying to read again.
How did he say Martina Navratilova? Pillow bitter. That pillow bitter. Steve's like, don't you know how to read, dude?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment.
All right, here's Evil Dave talking to the intern some more. Yes.
All right. We're all fans of The Late Show, obviously, and fans of yourself, and we know that The Late Show hires interns. So can you tell us a little bit about your program?
Well, we actually have an elementary internship program, and, you know, there's nothing hotter than third-grade ass. I don't know what that means exactly.
About second-grade ass.
Yeah. You know, we have a strict rule at The Late Show, no black interns.
Oh, I see. You know, you've certainly been in show business for a long time, and like we said, we know you have interns. What advice do you give your interns, or what advice can you give our interns?
Well, I tell all my interns the same thing at the end of my, each semester. Thanks for doing my dirty work for free, suckers. No, seriously, I do have advice. Your teachers. It's the only way to get through college without studying. And if a girl is passed out drunk on a frat house couch, it's okay just to put the tip in.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. There you go, guys.
See, he's funny.
Got some good advice.
I like Evil Dave. I like it. So there he is on the intern show, Dave.
And he said he did his own show. Dave did a show?
He did? Let me see. Here, you want to hear him talk about Vote for Sanjaya?
Okay.
All right.
Howard's been pushing the Vote for Sanjaya thing. David, are you on the Vote for Sanjaya?
Well,
Sanjina?
It's funny you mention this because, of course, we had Paula Abdul on the show not too long ago, and I'm just worried that she'd, try to sleep with the guy. But, I'd like to see that little brown guy stick around because I'm getting tired of jerking off to just Ryan Seacrest.
Sure, he adds a spice in there.
He reminds me of Paul Schaefer.
Sanjaya, that is?
Sanjaya, yeah, except Sanjaya has hair, talent, and when he gives a BJ, he uses less teeth.
That's
I don't know what that means exactly.
Well, hey, there you go.
Wow. Killing on the intern show. He kind of was good.
I mean, he's being hilarious.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot less pressure. He's getting the jokes right.
He likes working with those guys better than us. Here's Evil Dave. One final thing. He has final words for the interns. I'm kind of curious to hear what he told them.
We want to thank you, first of all, for coming by. And
I appreciate it.
Can you give any final thoughts or anything you'd like to say to our interns or other interns out there?
Let me think here. Final thoughts. Well, just letting the college students out there know that, I'll be hiring interns for next semester. If anyone would like to apply, send me your resume. But remember, you must be 18 or older, receiving college credit, and be open to all three inputs.
Hey now.
All right.
All right. Dave.
Qualify.
Dave, thank you so much.
Sleep it off.
Absolutely. Thank you. It was such an honor to have you here. Dave Letterman, everybody, interns. How about that?
Spring break. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Get a haircut, buddy. All right.
Dave Letterman on the intern show. What an honor.
Big hit.
All right. Everyone knows Evil Dave. Evil Dave, he has trouble reading.
As we witness here every time he comes.
When we have him on the show, we write him lines and stuff, and sometimes he has trouble reading them.
And he really mangles names.
But he's a funny dude,
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Is this have I got the bathhouse?
Yes.
Yeah. Let me ask you something now, because this is very between us.
No problem.
All right. Now, are there towel boys available?
They're not towel boys.
Yeah.
But there are guys in here, customers who come in here who wear towels.
Right. And what's your nationality?
My nationality?
Yeah.
I'm African American.
Oh, black.
Yes.
I love it. So you're pretty well hung, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty well hung.
I have a lot of money, and I know you black people like a lot of money.
Well, I would assume any nationality likes a lot
What do you
of
say
money.
we get together? Your penis and my money. You know we've got internships coming up pretty soon. You know.
But I'm sure you can find...
Stop laughing, you homo. Are you a top or a bottom, sir?
I'm a verse.
Oh, fantastic. So your log is brown and you want to get up to browner, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Well, I think we could do that.
So you guys come in...
You ever get a little mud on the helmet?
Unfortunately, but don't like it.
Are you a big fan of Paul Schaefer's?
Yeah, sure. He's a great musician.
You could taste his ass on my cock. I pay him in cock, and he sucks a big dick.
How can I help you? Because I have other customers right now.
Can I go in the ass, sir?
No.
We'll make it a stupid human trick.
Are you guys coming down here?
I'll give you my top 10 inches. What would that be? Hey, are you there? Homo. Hello, homo. Fudgepacker. Yoo-hoo.
Look who's here. Evil Dave stopped by.
Hey, Howard. Robin,
David
how are
Letterman.
you? Nice to see you.
For those of you who are fans of David Letterman,
he joins us.
He joins us this morning.
Yeah.
How you doing, Dave?
I'm doing good. You folks look well. And by the way, does anyone here lick their fingers after making a number 2, or am I the only one?
I think you're alone in that.
Yeah, you're probably the only one, Dave.
Well, that's probably the reason I can't go to Ronnie, the limo driver's block party.
How's the TV show going?
Everything's good. My girlfriend, I don't know if you know this or not, Howard, but my girlfriend bleeds after intercourse, and I love to punch her in the face when I come. Other than that, things are pretty good,
Maybe you shouldn't share so much.
You're so much better on our show than your own show.
Well,
I love this looseness. I really do.
Yeah. By the way, screw the radio show. Fred, put on some faggy music. We're going to dance!
All right. Thanks, and it's great to have you, Dave.
Wild.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Letterman's going to be here all show. And everyone's excited about that.
Well, we're all children of God, Howard, and God loves all of his children. He just loves those of us with, white skin a little more.
See, he would never say anything like that at night.
Absolutely not.
No, he's got to be careful. He works for network television.
Yeah. Get less mad at me.
But I'm glad you're doing well, and it's good to see you, and welcome to the show.
Well, I appreciate it.
And I love that you sit in and you comment on things, and it's great.
By the way, I just masturbated to a picture of Lady Di's corpse. It was, and I'm telling you, it was so hot yesterday.
What?
Yeah. So I kept cool.
I take it back. Brooke Burke isn't the worst reader.
All right.
We found someone worse.
Yeah. I don't want to say no. Well, good to see you, and I know your show on CBS is doing very well.
Right.
The David Letterman show. I saw you on with Kate Hudson.
Thank you.
A lot of big guests. And
Is it wrong that my 5-year-old son is still breastfeeding? He keeps biting my tits.
All right.
Howard, they say you are what you eat. Is that why Gary's breath smells like shit?
What was that?
Well, they say you are what you eat. Is that why Gary's breath smells like shit?
All right, there you go. All right.
You didn't really want an answer.
No.
All right. And by the way, say hello to David Letterman. I was rude. I didn't introduce you.
Paul?
Yeah.
Hi, how are you today? I just want to ask you one question here. Hypothetical question for you. If you were effing a really hot chick, and before you came, she died, would it be wrong to continue to F her until you finished?
I don't think so.
No. Is it hard?
Who's going to know? You're the only one that's going to know.
And the other thing I want to ask you was, is it hard dealing with all the Jews in Hollywood?
That's a good question.
That is a really good question.
And I'm sitting here, if I may just be so bold, I'm sitting here watching you two talk to each other, but the one question I think a lot of listeners would want to ask you is, why aren't you two getting ready to coordinate a Private Parts 2?
That's what you guys should be. You should be doing.
Let me ask you something. You ask questions about Jews, about coming inside women. Right. Why don't you'd let him answer? And also, why don't you ask these kinds of questions on your Late Show with David Letterman?
You know how I feel about Les.
Unbelievable.
No, but I just,
All right. Paul, what about that? The Jews difficult to deal with?
They're always difficult.
Also, Dave Letterman is with us, Evil Dave.
Yeah, I just want to say, by the way, I wanted to tell you folks, I coughed up some blood this morning. I guess I shouldn't, eat my girlfriend out when she's on her period.
No, you shouldn't.
Yeah, I shouldn't do that.
You're going to cough up blood.
And Howard, my girlfriend complains that I snore, that I snore when I wet the bed. Does anyone else get that?
I don't wet my bed, so I don't have that problem. All right. I don't hear much about you on your TV show. Dave, you never talk about your wife and your girlfriend.
Or whatever she is.
Yeah.
And here it's my girlfriend all morning.
Exactly. But does anyone here think vaginas are gross? A penis you can just dip in a sink full of hot water. But how the hell do you clean a vagina? I don't get it.
Yeah, it's hard for a man to understand that.
Yeah.
All right.
It's self-cleaning.
All right.
It cleans itself, evidently.
It's like an oven,
According to Lisa G, it's like an oven.
All right. Howard?
No, not really.
What is it, Dave?
I just got back from the restroom, and I squirted out a bowel movement that formed in the shape of Owen Wilson's crooked nose. It was pretty neat.
Wow.
Wow. All right.
Look, there's Owen Wilson.
Howard?
Yeah, Dave.
Yeah, by the way, what's the big deal about Star Jones getting fired? I thought the blacks love being unemployed.
Well, they don't.
Oh.
Evidently, you've heard
You're
wrong.
suffering under a misconception.
All right, well.
Yes, Dave.
Well, I just want to say I wanted to comment how beautiful Robin looks today.
That's nice.
And I'd pay a month's worth just to inhale her queefs.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll take that offer.
You'd let him inhale your queef?
Yeah.
Okay.
Robin, I just wanted to say also that I envy, the intimate moments you shared with your father. God, how I wish I could lick his fingers.
That's sick.
You envy the what moment?
Well, I envy the intimate moments she shared with her father.
The Enterman moment.
Yeah.
The Enterman moment.
Yeah.
Did you eat Enterman's cakes?
I like those too, yeah.
Yeah. Did you notice Artie isn't here?
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Well, I heard his father passed away, and I'm sorry to hear that.
Dave, his father passed away
when Artie was 13.
I'm sorry. Well, I got it wrong. I'm sorry.
How did you hear that his father passed away?
Oh, that was a vicious rumor. I don't know.
What?
Huh? What are we saying here?
All right.
No, I just,
Okay. Let's see what else I got here.
I'm disappointed. I painted my penis brown this morning, with the hopes that Artie might mistake it for a devil dog.
And then you play with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, our boy Evil Dave just blows this morning, Howard. I mean, he's horrible.
Thank you very much, sir.
He's horrible. You stop, dude.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to be polite.
No,
but you know what I just found out? I just found out that stem cell research will cure infertility. Infertility, yeah. Just think, one day no white couples will have to suffer the embarrassment of adopting a black baby. What do you think of that, sir? What's your comment on that?
I hope you get cancer.
All right, buddy.
Well, you're being criticized. I guess people don't think you're so funny today, Dave.
I'm sorry.
Everybody has an
trying
off
to be
day.
Polite.
You can't please them all.
It's hard to believe that Dave Letterman isn't funny.
Well, what's the name of the young nerdy fellow with glasses who's in charge of the TiVo? Can I get his number? A lot of nerds have big dicks,
Yeah, JD. That's JD.
Yeah. All right.
You want to go out with him?
I guess.
Yeah, all right.
Take him to Ronnie's block party with me.
All right, there you go. I agree with that guy. You blow.
Yeah. Well, I haven't been feeling well. Yeah, is it true that what they say about the Howard Stern effect? I'm sitting near you right now, and I'm having a raging hard-on.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Now...
Is that the Howard Stern effect?
That's the Howard Stern effect.
Exactly.
Let's see what else I want to read to you. Maybe I should just have Luke and Ivan in and give up.
You're waiting for David to be funny?
No.
I can't. Let him try. What else you got to say?
Huh?
What?
Oh, I'm just trying to be polite. I'll say something. Well, does anyone besides me ever wonder if George Takei's semen tastes like duck sauce?
Yeah, I wonder about that sometimes.
I've been thinking about that.
All right.
One more.
One more.
And I just invented an anti-AIDS device. It's called a cement cork in your ass. Is that funny, sir? That caller called in? Yeah. And by the way, Howard, what do you call a building full of spics?
Oh.
A jail. Hey!
Oh, boy, Dave Letterman.
Oh, you laugh or you get it.
That's not right.
Yeah, you take that to the 11:30 show, the late show.
Well, Howard.
Yeah.
You know, I heard you're friends with Renee Zellweger and Gwyneth Paltrow. Now, if my calculations are correct, within 2 years, you and Beth will have a child and name him Jejun Messiah. Is that correct?
Howard.
What?
Would you like to know what he's going for there?
What's he trying to say?
Say it again, Dave.
Guggenheim Messiah.
Oh, Guggenheim.
Yeah. I got to clean my glasses.
You want to leave?
I'll wait till the end of the show.
Where's Evil Dave? Don't we have some Evil Dave phone calls, you guys? Do we have Evil Dave? And then I want to get to Ivan and Luke. And you promised me to be quiet during that
you
day.
got it. You got it, buddy.
What?
I said they're on the Howard page in gray.
Oh.
Turning gray right now.
Let's see. Evil Dave calls Mark Harris. Evil Dave calls a gay bathhouse.
Oh, I love that one.
Thank you for calling. How may I help you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
Very good. My name's Vinny Favale. Are you familiar with David Letterman?
Yes, I am.
Okay. We'd like to make some arrangements to shut down the club for a couple of hours and have him come in.
Have him come in where?
To the gay bathhouse.
Have David Letterman come into the bathhouse.
Well, hold on, because here's Rupert. Rupert happens to be David's lover. Hold on.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, I'm Rupert. I'm in with Dave.
Okay.
We want to find a little bit about your facilities.
All right.
Let me put Dave on the phone.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Is this the? Have I got the bathhouse?
Yes.
Yeah. Let me ask you something now. Because this is very between us.
No problem.
All right. Now are there towel boys available?
They're not towel boys.
Yeah.
But there are guys in here, customers who come in here who wear towels.
Right. And what's your nationality?
My nationality?
Yeah.
I'm African American.
Oh, black.
Yes.
I love it. So you're pretty well hung, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty well hung.
I have a lot of money, and I know you black people like a lot of money.
Well, I would assume any nationality likes a lot of money.
What do you say we get together? Your penis and my money. You know we've got internships coming up pretty soon. You know.
But I'm sure you can find...
Stop laughing, you homo. Are you a top or a bottom, sir?
I'm a verse.
Oh, fantastic. So your log is brown and you want to get up to browner, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I think we could do that.
So you guys come in...
Do you ever get a little mud on the helmet?
Unfortunately, but don't like it.
Are you a big fan of Paul Schaefer's?
Yeah, sure. He's a great musician.
You could taste his ass on my cock. I pay him in cock, and he sucks a big dick.
How can I help you? Because I have other customers right now.
Can I do in the ass, sir?
No.
We'll make it a stupid human trick.
Are you guys coming down here?
I'll give you my top 10 inches. Oh, that be. Hey, are you there? Homo. Hello, homo. Fudge packer. Yoo-hoo.
Hello?
Hi, this is Riley Martin there, please?
This is he.
Hi, this is Dave. How you doing?
Dave.
Dave Letterman. Listen, I heard your show on Sirius Monday night, and I thought it was a hoot, and you're an amazing...
Okay, hold him up, Dave.
Yeah.
This is Dave Letterman.
Yes.
How did you get this number?
From Paul Schaefer.
Okay.
And I just want to know you're an amazing talent, and if we can, I'd love to do some things with you. And The deal is, Paul Schaefer has also been abducted.
A lot of people have over time.
You know Paul Schaefer, right?
I believe that he is your sidekick.
Yeah. He claims he was butt by a Martian.
Yeah.
By the way, you've got a very sexy voice. I just want to say that right now. Do you mind if I pleasure myself to your voice?
Well, do so.
All right. How did it all start?
My experiences started when I was 7 years old, man.
Right.
And ultimately, I'm sure that my experiences happened at that time so that I would one day meet stupid like you.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then be awakened out of a nice sleep after having been up most of the night working on my symbols. By some idiot who is wasting my valuable time.
Just like a black guy to sleep past noon, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And it's just like
I'm going to come.
It's just like a redneck to call a black guy.
Yeah. All right. Wait a minute. You. All right. How many alien figures can you take?
I got you, didn't I?
Yeah. Would you be willing to let Paul Schaefer dress up as a Martian and doing your black ass?
Yeah. You cocksucker. Hey, you lame butt cocksucker.
Yeah.
I hope that we shall meet whoever is making this call, because I will rip you another you cocksucker.
What does alien semen taste like?
Bye-bye.
How about a butt cock?
My name is Riley Martin. Papa Fooey, that's Baba Booey.
All right.
Wow.
Nice job.
Howard, may I use your airwaves to send a message to the Bohemian aliens?
It was a Beavian.
Beavian aliens? Yeah, next time you abduct Riley Martin, do us a favor and keep him. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Just keep the guy.
Dave, I love talking to you, but I got to get to my next guest. I'm going to take a short break. Luke Wilson and Ivan Reitman are here.
Look, Howard.
Dave Letterman, what do you want to say?
Sorry, we were on the subject.
When we were in trouble.
Well, no, we're on the subject of books. I just want to ask Luke a question. May I squeeze your ass?
Sure.
All right.
Sure, Dave.
Dave Letterman.
But
Dave, yes?
Yes, I'd like to ask Mr. Reitman a question. Are there any blacks in the movie? Because, I like funny blacks.
Yes, Wanda Sykes is in this movie.
And speaking of superheroes, Christopher Reeve would have loved this latest Superman movie. I can just, picture him struggling to wiggle his index finger, in an attempt to applaud.
Wow.
That's the most tasteless thing I've ever heard.
Wow, you had to go there, did you?
David Letterman, save that for your own show, not mine. Buddy. I mean, I have taste.
Yeah.
I don't approve of that. I don't approve of that.
I'll give it to Leno.
Give it to Leno. Yeah. Fine. Hard-pressed to think of a better guy sitting in that chair every day. Although, Dave, you're doing a great job.
I appreciate it. I just want to ask you one thing. I just want to extend my condolences to Artie. I heard his story about the male nurse that fingered his father's ass, and, it broke my heart. Oh, by the way, do you still have that nurse's number?
Well, Dave Letterman has been sitting in for Artie.
But Letterman has a regular job. He can't do it every day.
Yeah.
You can't be here every day.
And by the way, I just found something better to use on my ass than wet wipes. Man tongue. Hey!
All right.
Sorry.
So, Dave Letterman, thank you. And everyone watch Dave's show tonight at 11:35, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
And how about that Gary Delabante's, how about him? His teeth are bigger than the keys on Paul Schaefer's piano. Hey! I don't know. Sorry.
All right. That's David Letterman. And thank you, sir.
All right, buddy.
Papa Fooey, that's Baba Booey.
That's right.
Dave Letterman sitting in and kept the show moving with his hard-hitting questions. We're going to take calls.
His questions were pretty good during that Luke Wilson interview.
I thought so.
Can I touch your ass?
I just want to say one thing.
That wasn't so good.
Yeah, and I just want to say one thing to John. There's only one thing better than the taste of a good cigar, and that's the taste of a good penis. Just that's
the taste of a good cigar?
Cigar.
Oh, cigar.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's different when you say cigar.
Exactly.
It's a whole different line.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take calls of what's funnier, when Dave's jokes hit or when he swings and misses, and if anybody can tell if he's possibly ad-libbing any of the lines.
Oh, sure.
Right.
And Howard, I just want to say, I support circumcision. Nothing is worse than having an ugly, stiff, uncirculated pecker staring you straight in the face.
Uncirculated.
Yeah, uncirculated pecker.
Uncirculated pecker?
Yeah.
Look at it again.
Look at the word again.
I just, uncircumcised pecker, staring you in the face. Hey.
This guy's so funny. He comes in and he goes, Artie's not here today. And he goes, oh, my God, I'm very, very sorry. This is in the green room. I understand Artie's father died, and that's why he's not here today. Yeah. I go, what? And then I just kept my mouth shut because I wanted to get that on the... How do you come up with this stuff?
I don't know. It went over like a pregnant pole there. I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't a joke.
You really thought Artie's father had died.
I know. I fell on my face on that one. I know.
All right.
Howard, people always want to compare me to Johnny Carson. I think the main difference between us is that, I'm not a rotting corpse in a wooden box getting eaten by worms and maggots.
Right. Yeah. You're very much alive.
Uh-huh.
All right, so, Dave, we're going to watch your show at 11:35.
Thank you very much, buddy. You know something, Howard?
Yeah.
Once in a while when I'm wiping my ass, I intentionally let my finger break through the paper and briefly penetrate my murky mud hole. Really interesting as J.D., ain't it?
Where is that on...
Hey, Robin?
Yes?
I could go for a chocolate milkshake. Mind if I suck on one of your boobies?
Oh, my...
Hey, all right.
Dave Letterman, everyone. Tonight, who's your guest tonight on the show? Who are you having on?
I don't know. I got to check. But, Howard, have you heard Paris Hilton is now a singer?
Yes.
Word of advice, Paris. Put the penis back in your mouth.
Right. I agree.
Now, that was funny.
All right.
That's two you had that was funny.
Yeah, all right, let's stop. Howard?
Yes.
By the way, if you're still looking for someone to take Siobhan's virginity, I bought a bottle of Viagra and a biohazard suit.
All right, and you're willing to do it.
Oh, sure.
That would be great if Dave Letterman would bang Siobhan.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
You know something, Howard? It was, seriously, it was sad to hear that Artie's dad crapped himself right, before he died. Poor guy. I'm sure he always thought, the last piece of he left on Earth would be Artie. Oh. Yeah. Oh.
Well, Dave, that's brave words for a guy because Artie's not here.
I know.
If Artie was here, I don't think you'd be saying that.
And by the way, Howard, I just wanted to comment on the actors in Beer League.
Yes.
Artie Lang, Ralph Macchio.
Ralph Macchio.
Ralph Macchio and Nick DiPaolo, excuse me.
Right.
I haven't seen a shakier cast since Michael J. Fox went fly fishing. Hey! All right. Laugh or you get it. I'm sorry. All right. Riley, can I ask you a question?
What is it, Dave?
What does alien dick taste like? Hey. All right.
Well, you could ask me that.
Well, I'll go through one of your interns. I'm sorry.
Whatever you love the most, Richard.
Dave has called you before, Riley.
Dave called you.
Tell Dave his wife has a lover, and she will leave his jinky ass shortly and sue him for a lot of money with his little dick ass.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something. Ann Coulter, we speak your name.
You punk.
All right.
Hey, Riley.
Anyway.
Oh, okay. Riley, stop it. You're an ass.
I know.
Save that seminar for a timeshare with aliens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well,
right.
Hey, Dave.
All right.
Hey, Dave. Dave, I accidentally turned on your show one night and then threw up all over my couch.
Well, that's good.
Well, you're not getting booked on there now.
I believe that was ratings month, wasn't it?
Looking at your diva-type face.
All right, buddy. Good one. Hey.
Hey, Riley.
Yeah, I know that he has people to defecate in his mouth.
Yeah. Oh. You know, Howard, this is newsworthy. Are you aware that this year marks the 22nd anniversary of the Bhopal disaster, where over 15,000 people in India died? Boy, just think of all the customer service operators we lost.
That's right. All right, Dave, it's enough.
Oh,
David Letterman, everyone. Evil Dave.
Bianchi, who is the current girl, that's what's happening.
All right, let's thank Evil Dave Letterman for stopping by. Evil Dave, thank you. It was
very nice.
Great seeing you.
Yeah. Thank you, Golden Jew. And by the way, Howard, can I do a quick shout out?
Yes.
Jackie Martling, you blew it.
All right, Evil Dave Letterman, everybody loves him, and we'll watch for you on TV.
Yeah. Well, you got any plans this summer, Howard? You going to be...
now's not the time to talk to me. I'm almost out. I got 1 foot out the door.
All right, buddy.
All right, there you go. And let me just remind everyone, Paul Giamatti's movie opens Friday.
The Lady in the Water.
And Ivan Reitman and Luke Wilson, their movie with Uma Thurman. My Super Ex-Girlfriend opens Friday as well. was here yesterday, so the guys got him on the wrap-up show and interviewed him as a real...
Oh, yes, I heard this.
Yeah. Supposedly, he's got a girlfriend and he's divorced. Did you know that?
I didn't know any of this until I heard the wrap-up show yesterday. I was fascinated.
Yeah.
And I was like, why didn't we know this? Because he's talking about how he got the girl because she knows he's on the Howard Stern show. So I'm wondering, like, what kind of girl did he pull with his Howard Stern connection?
I don't know.
If you want, the clips are up.
What?
Of Evil Dave on
the
Gary preview page. You know, I put 3 of them up there. The second 2 are him talking about his girlfriend. The first one is him telling how he got here on Amtrak. And it's just an example of how odd he is when he's being himself.
Gary page 1 or 2?
1.
Okay.
Yeah, I was fascinated.
It's like the 3rd column over towards the bottom.
So how long is your commute here?
Well, this time I took a luckily Amtrak train out here, which is that was literally.
By the way, the Dave Letterman guy, everyone thinks is like this master, brilliant comic impressionist. He just sounds like Dave Letterman. He's some
it just
dude.
happens to be his voice.
Yeah, he has absolutely no comic ability.
But he doesn't know that. He thinks he got Dave's comic ability, too.
I know. But he sounds exactly like Dave Letterman. So he's talking about his commute?
Well, no, how he got from Chicago to here to do the show.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I mean. He's talking about how he got here.
Right.
Okay.
So how long is your commute here?
Well, this time I took a luckily Amtrak train out here, which is that was literally a train wreck. And it took us about, usually I like to take the plane and stuff like that, right? But I thought, I got a voucher, let's use it. So I left Sunday.
What voucher?
No explanation.
Which is pretty interesting. And we got into Albany, right? And I almost got into the wrong train going to Boston. And I had to, they said there's like a 5-hour wait and stuff like that. And I'm sitting on the track. I finally got in about 6 o'clock, and I... to make a long story short, if it's possible at this point, we're sitting on the side track for about 4 or 5 hours, so I was late, just waiting for freight trains to go by, so that was kind of fun.
Wait, you were on a train for 3 days?
Huh?
You were on a train for 3 days?
Well, I had a voucher. I had to use it, right?
Oh, my goodness.
Wrap-up show is good. You guys get a lot of good stuff.
We just sit and look at him, and nobody says anything. We just watch him talk.
Yeah.
All right, so here's Dave, because he had a wife every time we call him, and then all of a sudden he doesn't have a wife.
Yeah, Benji said to him, can we say your wife's name? And he says, well, there's been a divorce. But and they were like, what?
We speak your names.
You say your wife's name on the air?
Huh?
Have we ever talked about your wife's name on the air? Is that cool? It's such a great name.
A couple? What was that?
Huh? What, is your Spanish now?
Is that English? Is he hard of hearing?
No, I think he has trouble processing. I really do.
Okay. Yeah, that's what he does, waiting to figure out what to do.
Como?
I'm doing I'm doing my Vietnamese Swiss impression. You mean
like when you have to ask her for permission for stuff? You say you have to talk to...
Well, kind of separated now, but that's okay.
What? Whoa.
Good timing, Benji. No,
really?
Go ahead. Yeah.
What happened?
Huh?
What happened?
It's a family program, Will. What do you want to know?
I mean, how long has this been happening? Like, when did you guys...
Holy mackerel.
Yeah.
He's so weird, too. Like, it's a family program. That's why we don't let him ad-lib when he plays Dave Letterman, because he's like, it's a family program. Well, we just asked if you're married or not.
But
he throws those things out through the entire interview.
That's him. Those are his stock Dave lines, like David Letterman lines.
Okay. Because sometimes he thinks, you know what's weird about also Evil Dave? Every time he comes to New York, he has to go see the David Letterman show. Like, he'll go sit in the audience.
That's weird.
Yeah, and he finds a way in.
Did you notice?
We don't get him the tickets?
No, we can't get tickets.
Did you notice yesterday, by the way, which he's been doing more and more of, when I'll be talking to you, and he starts to laugh really loud, but in inappropriate places?
Yeah.
Like, I'll say something that isn't funny, and I'll go, oh, and we'll all sort of turn around and look at him.
Yeah. Like
he just wants to be noticed.
Like in the commercials, Gary will come in and talk to me, and
I'll go, hey, Paul Giamatti's outside.
Yeah, he just starts laughing.
We all turn around and look at him, and then we look at each other and laugh.
Separate.
Well, a long time ago.
Yeah,
a long time ago?
No, actually about a year and a half.
Are you dating at all? Or
huh?
Are you dating? Or?
If I can find the time, yeah.
The time? You have tons of time.
Yeah, I do sometimes. I'm seeing some other people.
Are you really? Yeah. Whose choice was it to separate?
Huh? The checks weren't coming in fast enough. What do you want to know?
Who initiated the separation?
Huh? I just thought it was time.
Why?
We both did.
But was there like a particular incident, or was it just a long time coming?
I don't know.
If you don't know, who does?
Weekly World News. I don't know. No, it was time, and it's you know the way people have certain perceptions of you, and no matter what you do, it's never good enough.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what was going down.
Wow. Behind the scenes with Evil Dave.
Yeah, no matter how much he did this impression, it was never good enough.
This is fascinating.
I swear to you, I was riveted, and the show ended. I was like, no, I want more.
How long was the wrap-up show yesterday?
Full hour for the first time in a while.
Good.
Started at 11 and went till 12.
Sounds like you had a winner there.
Yeah, we didn't know. Like, Dave kept saying he wanted to come do the show. We weren't sure what to do with him. And
then you found gold.
You figured it out. Here's Dave talking about his girlfriend.
Yeah.
I can't imagine anyone having sex with him.
He says he found her in a bar.
Ma'am.
You said you have a girlfriend now, right?
Yes.
Is she a fan of the show? Is that how you met her?
Yeah.
So how
did you guys meet?
Yeah.
It was in the bathroom. No, I just, we met.
And she knew that you were Evil Dave from the Howard Stern Show? She knew you were Evil Dave from the Howard Stern Show?
Yes.
And that's kind of how you got her?
Well, how would you get a chick? Yeah, that's just the way I went, Will, right.
Okay, just curious.
That's fine. You can be curious.
No, we've had discussions like that before where, you're on the show, you're affiliated with the show, so people know you and they'll come up to you and this and that. Yeah. That's why we're asking. I mean, because there are a number of different ways you could have met. Do you think you would have met if you hadn't been on the show, let's say, or was it...
No, I mean, I've known her for a little bit, so,
But I mean, like, did you know her, or did she drop you a letter in the mail, hey, I listen to you all the time, and you called her, like that sort of thing?
No, I mean, she.
Did you meet her before you separated from your wife, or after?
No, I gave that a period of time. That I did do.
Period of mourning, if you will. Without prying too much, how did you meet her? Like, did you meet her at a bar? Did you meet her at an appearance? Did you meet her at a comedy club?
Oh, I met her at a bar.
And what were you doing at the bar? Was it an
drinking? What?
No, was it appearance?
Was like no. It was it was actually somebody's high school reunion, actually.
But not yours.
No.
What were you doing there? How would a guy be at a high school reunion if it's not his?
That's another fascinating thing.
Yeah.
And he sweats for it.
Drinking, Will. Next question. No, go ahead.
No, and you guys, things are going well?
As well as can be expected.
With Evil Dave. How well could they be going?
What does that mean? It's just what it means. What?
Did you ever get to the bottom of it?
No. We know that he's separated. Know that he's got a girlfriend. Unsure exactly how they met. Don't know anything about the girlfriend.
I got to see her.
Yeah, and we got to figure out just how long before he says, I'm Evil Dave from the Howard Stern Show.
Well, Doug Goodstein from Howard TV, which is on demand, is actually producing with one of the winners of the film festival a whole documentary on Blue Iris. It's going to be really cool, like a whole reality show with her. That's going to be on Howard TV. And I got to say, I'm nominating Evil Dave for his next reality show. I got to see that.
I can tell you that I did an appearance in Chicago towards the end of last year, like late fall, and Evil Dave, showed up for the entire 2 hours. And it's sort of like this little soundtrack on the side. Like I'll be talking to somebody and he'll be making those jokes, and I wonder, what does Dave do all day? But that's what he does. Like, I've seen him backstage at Artie's comedy shows. He's very interesting.
Oh, sorry, Richard.
I'm sorry. We put him on stage at one of our comedy shows in Chicago just because we were going to get a kick out of it, letting him do his own material.
Yeah.
Nobody laughed. We were just dying laughing watching him do a top 10 list that made 0 sense.
Do you have that on tape?
No, I don't think we do, unfortunately. And I was going to say, too, one way that Dave is crazy, you can always tell somebody's crazy because they can't shave right. He has patches of hair all over his face. And he had like a little Hitler mustache, like right under his nose where he couldn't shave.
Oh, that's great.
Wow. Gary the Retard's the only other person I know who's like that. They leave the patches of hair.
Did you hear that bit, Robin? Were you and Gary the Retard have sex?
No.
Oh, where were you during that? Oh, that's when you were talking to Scott the engineer?
I don't know.
I played it this morning.
She was out.
She was out.
Yeah. You played that already?
Yeah. I'll play it for you again. Yeah, we get our money's worth with that Evil Dave. He comes in and he does our show. Then Gary puts him on the wrap-up show. Then Richard and Sal get a hold of him in the back room and have him make phony phone calls, and then they goof on him. And but
they make the most out of that 3-hour train ride.
Yeah. Didn't you guys have him back there and have him make phony public service announcements?
Yeah, well, yeah. I still got to edit those. There's so many of them.
What did you have him do?
Well, Benji could probably explain this a little better. This was his idea. It was great.
What was the idea, Benj?
We told him we had...
Hold it. I got to find a microphone for you. Yeah.
We have listeners with different problems that we want to make serious, greetings to.
Yeah.
So we wanted, listeners with cancer, with liver cancer, for him to talk to them. Holocaust survivors.
Oh, my goodness.
You don't have those handy?
I can edit them. I can have them probably in 10 minutes.
All right.
And I did a game with Dave, too, where I wrote down celebrity names, and he would read them, and you got to guess if he can, Alanis Morissette, can he say that name?
No way.
So I'll have that ready, too.
Oh, we got to play that.
Yeah, we can get a good game out of that.
That's cool. If you want, and then the guys had him call that public access show, and here's Evil Dave on the public access show. David Letterman calls into public access television.
So get out there today, ladies and gentlemen, between 3 and 7. You know what I mean? If you're not doing nothing, and you're concerned about this, you know what I mean? Hold on, let's see. Hello?
Hello. Hi. Who am I speaking with?
You're speaking with Mike. What's going on?
Mike, hi. Do you recognize my voice?
Who is this?
My name is Dave Letterman. I have a little TV show. How you doing?
Is this Dave Letterman for real?
Yeah, it's me.
You serious?
I'm serious. I just wanted to call up. We've got the public. This is the public access, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing real good. I just want to say that I'm a big fan of the public access.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks.
I love the show.
All right, thanks.
And I think you guys are doing a bang-up job. You get a lot of donations?
Yeah. You want to send us one?
Huh?
Can you send us one?
Yeah, maybe around April 15th or something.
All right, listen.
I love the colors.
All right, listen.
If I can stick on, can I suck my cock?
Yeah.
I can suck my cock. You watch my show.
Oh my God! I think that was David Letterman, though, but I don't know.
He doesn't think that was David Letterman.
He's not sure, though.
And then Evil Dave called back, but he called back as a black guy.
Now, these people are crazy, man. Why are you calling my show with this foolishness, man? This is crazy. This is foolishness. See, that's what I'm talking about. Sound like some white person. He said he was David Letterman. I don't know that. I don't think that was David Letterman, no. I don't think that was David Letterman. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
You're right. It's like my cock.
We want to talk about... Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, who this?
What's the deal with that cracker posing to Dave Letterman?
I don't know.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah. Well, I just called up. This may be. They want me to kill Whitey or something.
I don't know. What's up, bro? What you got?
I just didn't understand that.
I don't know. What's up?
I don't know. I just called in to ask a question. Alaka Salim, my brother.
They wrote down Salam Alaikum.
Salam Alaikum. Alaka Salim.
Alaka Salim. Wait, you got to hear that again.
Alaka Salim, my brother.
You can't read.
Why do people call me out? I ain't got no jobs to go to, man. You're sitting there playing on the phone, man. Grown man playing on the phone. Grown man. You're a grown man, homie. You're a grown man playing on the phone. You need to be ashamed of yourself. Get a job.
This is our job.
Grown man playing on the phone. Ain't got nothing to say. Grown
You're getting paid for this.
Grown man. You're a grown man, homie. Grown man. Still living with your mother playing on the phone. This is real business. It's real talk right here. I might save somebody life today. You playing on the phone. Like an idiot.
You're an
Run
idiot.
up your bill. Anyway.
Our job is to play on the phone.
To be idiots.
Our job is professional idiots. Dave coming in with the black impression.
That was not bad.
Not bad. Hey, man. What? Akaliyam Muslim. That guy on public access is probably paying to do a show, and we're getting paid to call him. It's a weird thing, but we're actually getting paid for his show.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it makes sense, but that's what's happening.
Yeah.
We ought to have some of those Access people on to say what it's like to get pranked by these guys all the time. I'd love to know how they're feeling when they do their shows now. Are they afraid of the phones?
I don't know. There are people on regular television who should be on public access, like Jay Leno.
Page 2.
Yeah, Evil Dave was here yesterday. Those guys just love goofing with him. So Benji set this up. You went back to the Richard and Sal's room, and you told them what?
Yeah, I just said, we wanted some serious messages to people with different problems. No jokes. Please give it, we really want to address this seriously.
They had him in there for like 4 hours just doing serious messages.
I need you to be yourself completely, okay?
Sure.
These are, we're doing some public, what's it called? PBA,
Public relations.
PSAs, right.
Okay.
I need some PSAs. But I need you to be yourself. Introduce yourself, who you are.
Yeah, no, like, shtick or jokes.
No, try not to put any jokes in it or anything.
Hi, it's me, Dave, and I'm just sorry that you're dying, and I hope things get it better for you, and where we are,
Oh, that's
I hope you're not pushing up daisies. I don't know. Whatever you want to do.
You need to specify, so do one for liver cancer.
All right. Hi, it's me, Dave, and I am speaking here on behalf of the Liver Cancer Foundation.
No. Don't make up stuff.
I'm not.
You're talking.
Like you're talking
we have
directly
listeners.
to those
Yeah,
people.
we have listeners that have different diseases, and that's what we're trying to target.
Hi, this is Dave. Sorry to hear that you got liver cancer or something, and man, I don't know. I hope your life is as well as you can expect it. You just got to do what you got to do and make every day count. That's it.
That's good.
So you guys didn't write anything. You just said, say something to the people with liver cancer.
They love dicking around.
Oh,
with
that's great.
Oh, that was a little gas. Sorry.
Oh, that sounded like the Larry King fart.
Yeah, except I admitted it.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's possible then.
Oh, yeah.
Yay!
It was a gas. It reeks. It's because I ate a big bowl of shredded wheat before I went to bed. Yeah, they love goofing on him. Evil Dave did our show, and like I said before, people think that the guy who does David Letterman is this master impressionist.
Right. He must do millions of voices, but he does a dead-on David Letterman.
No, he's just some dude we know who sounds exactly like David Letterman. And then we write him stuff, but he can't read it that good. And then we had him on the wrap-up show, and then he said him and his wife got divorced, and he's got a girlfriend, which shocked the hell out of me. And then we took him in the back, and then we had to make phony phone... We get our money's worth with him. And then we had to make phony phone calls to a public access show. Should I play that again?
Yeah, that was good.
All right. And then I'll play you the rest of the other PSAs. Here he is calling a public access show.
So get out there today, ladies and gentlemen, between 3 and 7. You know what I mean? If you're not doing nothing, and you're concerned about this, you know what I mean? Hold on, let's see. Hello?
Hello. Hi. Who am I speaking with?
You're speaking with Mike. What's going on?
Mike, hi. Do you recognize my voice?
Who is this?
My name is Dave Letterman. I have a little TV show. How you doing?
Is this Dave Letterman for real?
Yeah, it's me.
You serious?
I am serious. I just wanted to call up. We've got the public. This is the public access, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing real good. I just want to say that I'm a big fan of the public access.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks.
I love the show.
All right, thanks.
And I think you guys are doing a bang-up job. Get a lot of donations?
Yeah. You want to send us one?
Huh?
Can you send us one?
Yeah, maybe around April 15th or something.
All right. Listen,
I love the coloreds.
All right, listen.
If I can stick on, can I suck my cock?
Yeah.
I can suck my cock. You watch my show.
I don't think that was David Letterman, though, but I don't know. These people are crazy, man. Why are you calling my show with this foolishness, man?
Yeah. And then you guys told him to call in as a black guy to the same show. I didn't even know he could do a black guy.
No, that was a surprise.
So this is Dave pretending to be David Letterman, pretending to be a black guy.
Maybe he does have more talents than you're giving him credit for.
It's crazy. This is foolishness. See, that's what I'm talking about. Sound like some white person. They say it was David Letterman. I don't know that. I don't think that was David Letterman, no. I don't think that was David Letterman. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We want to talk about... Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, who this?
What's the deal with that cracker posing to Dave Letterman?
I don't know.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah. Well, I just called up. This may be. They want me to kill Whitey or something.
I don't know. What's up, bro? What you got?
I just didn't understand that.
I don't know. What's up?
I don't know. I just called in to ask a question.
What's
Alaka Salim, my brother.
Why do people call me out?
We told him to say salam alaikum, but he can't even. He has trouble reading.
How's he going to carry off the black guy impression if he can't do that?
Kalikum Kalium.
Alikum Salim.
Alikum my ass.
No jobs are going to
brother.
Why do people
Alaka Salim, my brother.
Why do people call me out? I ain't got no jobs to go to, man. You sitting there playing on the phone, man. Grown man playing on the phone. Grown man. You're a grown man, homie. You're a grown man playing on the phone. You need to be ashamed of yourself. Get a job. Grown man playing on the phone. Ain't got nothing else to say. Grown men. Grown men. You're a grown man, homie. Grown man.
He is a grown man. That guy's about 6'5".
He's way old.
Big, heavyset guy.
Totally white head of hair.
Yeah. He is a grown man.
Chilling with your mother, playing on the phone. This is real business. It's real talk right here.
Real business. This is real business.
Real? No, I don't think so.
I don't think you're allowed to have real business if you say business.
Might say somebody like today. You playing on the phone like an idiot. Run up your bill. Anyway.
So would you have him record more PSAs?
Yeah, like for Holocaust survivors. And do one for childhood leukemia also.
All right. Okay.
For not to the kids themselves, but parents of.
Hi, this is Dave. I'm just calling to wish everybody well. To the parents who've got children who have leukemia. It's rough. You just got to hang in there, do your best that you can, and I don't know.
What's that hideous noise he's making?
I think he sucks his teeth.
I feel sorry for you. I know it's not an easy thing to deal with, but just make sure your kid's happy and is enjoying the last years of his life and things like that. Just make him as comfortable as possible.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
And
Great. We have we got letters from some listeners that and we decided that it would be a good way to target to get new subscribers.
Yes, it would.
It's really hard. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is. It is. Sorry about that.
Well, he falls for everything.
I'm telling you.
PSA for retarded children.
Can you just say something about the retarded fans?
Hi, this is Dave, and I'm talking to all the listeners that have a specially challenged person in their family. We're sorry.
We're sorry.
And I hope everything is well. And this is to all the listeners out there who have a retarded or retarded child. So I hope things get better for you on the road of life.
I love him. He just loves talking into that mic, too. Any assignment.
It never occurs to him that this is a stupid project.
No.
To be launched on.
What does he do for a living? Did anybody get into that on the wrap-up show?
I think he wants to keep it secret.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he must be some high-powered.
It's some sort of high political job or something.
And he doesn't even catch on when you say do one for Holocaust survivors. What?
You talking about Dave?
Yeah.
I asked him that question.
He doesn't want to talk about it.
I couldn't get an answer out of him.
Right.
He goes, well, And I go, no, I don't know. And he goes, I do some things. And then.
For people that are survivors of the Holocaust.
Hi, this is Dave. I'm telling everybody who survived the Holocaust. We want you to cheer up. Listen to serious. Okay, this is to the.
Cheer up. This is painful. Hey, anyone who survived the Holocaust, cheer up. We want you to cheer up.
Get over it.
Move on. Yeah, you were minutes away from being thrown in a gas chamber by hideous people, but.
Wah.
Wah.
all the people who have suffered from the Holocaust or any generations, that we empathize with you, what you suffered through, and, I hope things get better for you, and I don't know what to tell you. Cheer up and cheer up.
For Sirius, and cheer up.
Yeah, cheer up. You're with friends here on Sirius Radio, and hang in there. It's got to get better.
That's right. Holocaust is over. Time for fun.
Come on, it was 50 years ago.
Get over it. Yeah. Is the Kaleidos one good?
They're all, I think so. I don't, yeah.
Is he sorry in this one, too?
What is this one? Blacks with low self-esteem?
Oh, wow.
Hi, this is Dave. I want to talk to blacks with low self-esteem due to societal racism.
Hi, this is Dave. I want to talk to all the black listeners about low self-esteem racism. And talk to all the black listeners about low self-esteem. I like the black community. We've gotten a lot of good things from them. And
low self-esteem.
They're making them nice.
Low self-esteem.
My nephew Alfred suffered from colitis.
Oh.
And he's a big Dave Letterman fan, so seems out. He has a colostomy thing.
Hi, Alfred. It's me, Dave, and I'm just it's me, Dave Letterman. Yeah, and I'm just calling to say I'm sorry about your condition. It's okay to have colitis and a colostomy bag because it's special, and it's okay to have a colostomy bag. God bless you, and hang in there, and
I have one in leather.
But come here to New York City. It's lovely here.
It's lovely here for your colostomy bag.
Yeah, travel here with your bag.
Yeah. Mancow clips on JD page 1 in yellow. Okay.
Mancow, thanks for joining us on Chicago Tonight.
Let me just play these for Artie so I can get, because I promised him I would. So this was pretty good. Richard, Sal, and Benji got Evil Dave in the back room. And you know how gullible Evil Dave is. Like, for anybody who hasn't heard this explanation, when we have Evil Dave on, Evil Dave Letterman, a lot of people think he's a master impressionist.
Right. Oh, yeah. People come up to me and go, God, that guy is brilliant.
He's not an impressionist.
He's not brilliant.
It's just the way he sounds. He sounds like Dave Letterman. It's weird.
By the way, Artie, did you hear the whole after show, the wrap-up show that day? He's divorced and has a girlfriend.
Yeah,
separated and has a girlfriend.
Howard briefly told me that off the air yesterday, and I find that's the most fascinating thing. I've always maintained that he's a reality show waiting to happen.
Oh, absolutely.
He really is.
Somebody has got to get on following him around.
Right.
So the guys went back and said, look, on a serious note, we want you to cut public service announcements for terrible diseases. So here he is cutting one for liver cancer. You'll love this.
Great.
Right.
I need you to be yourself completely, okay?
Sure.
These are, we're doing some public, what's it called? PBA,
Public relations.
PSAs, right.
Okay.
I need some PSAs. But I need you to be yourself. Introduce yourself, who you are.
Yeah, no, shtick or jokes.
Try not to put any jokes in it or anything.
Hi, it's me, Dave, and I'm just sorry that you're dying, and hope things get it better for you, and wherever you are, I hope you're not pushing up daisies. I don't know. Whatever you want to do.
You need to specify, so do one for liver cancer.
All right. Hi, it's me, Dave, and I am speaking here on behalf of the Liver Cancer Foundation.
No. Don't make up stuff.
I'm not.
You're talking...
Like you're talking directly to those people.
Yeah, we have listeners that have different diseases, and that's what we're trying to target.
Hi, this is Dave. Sorry to hear that you got liver cancer or something, and, man, I don't know. I hope your life is as well as you can expect it. You just got to do what you got to do and make every day count. That's it.
That's good.
All right, so that was his liver cancer PSA. then they asked him to do one for childhood leukemia. Here's that one.
Do one for childhood leukemia also.
Okay.
For not to the kids themselves, but parents of...
Hi, this is Dave. I'm just calling to wish everybody well, to the parents who've got children who have leukemia.
It's rough. You just got to hang in there, do your best that you can, and I don't know. I feel sorry for you. I know it's not an easy thing to deal with, but just make sure your kid's happy and is enjoying the last years of his life and things like that. Just make him as comfortable as possible.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And
we have we got letters from some listeners that and we decided that it would be a good way to target to get new subscribers.
Yes, it would.
It's really hard. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is. It is. Sorry about that.
No, let's just keep moving.
I understand. Here, you want a Kleenex?
No, it's
all right. Well.
You could dick with him all day.
You want a Kleenex? Where does he think this is possibly going to ever air?
He actually believes this is good stuff.
And it's not even him as Letterman, it's him.
Well, it's not. They go, well, okay, we'll do one for Holocaust survivors.
For people that are survivors of the Holocaust.
Hi, this is Dave. I'm telling everybody to survive the Holocaust. We want you to cheer up. Listen to Sirius. Okay, this is to the all the people who have suffered from the Holocaust, your new generations.
Cheer up.
That we empathize with you, what you suffered through, and I hope things get better for you. And I don't know what to tell you.
Cheer up.
Cheer up and. Cheer up.
Get over it.
Cheer up. You're with friends here on Sirius Radio. And hang in there. It's got to get better.
He's great. He's so sincere. I mean, his IQ, what must his IQ be?
I'm saying like 80. I'll go with 80 under over.
I'm going to say 80 also.
What's retarded, 70?
Well, 80 is functionally retarded. Like
no, he's higher than 80 then.
All right, then he's 85.
He ain't 90, that's for sure.
Yeah.
What?
On the wrap-up show, I asked him flat out. I mean, well, not.
Are you retarded?
No, I tried to dance around. I said to him, you seem to have some sort of an ability, a disability to be able to like sort of concentrate and stuff. I go, people have told you that before. And he stood looking right now, and he goes, no, never. So I didn't go down that road anymore. But there's something going on. I said, people told you like you're sort of ADD.
Well, KC's IQ was 89. Do you think Evil Dave is lower than KC?
Absolutely.
Evil Dave can't even read hardly.
KC's smarter than Evil Dave.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure.
But Evil Dave can't read. I'll play you the Evil Dave game if you want.
All right.
Let me just play this one. We told them, make a PSA for blacks with low self-esteem.
Hi, this is Dave. I want to talk to blacks with low self-esteem due to societal racism.
Hi, this is Dave. I want to talk to all the black listeners about low self-esteem racism, and talk to all the black listeners about low self-esteem. I like the black community. We've gotten a lot of good things from them. And
Herman Munster.
I'm going to have a heart attack. Low self-esteem. What the fuck are we talking about? I like the black community. We've got a lot of good things from them. Actually, we now, the age-old question, what would Casey's life be if he was ugly? We know.
Oh, it would be
Evil Dave.
I think Casey could beat Evil Dave in a test of intelligence.
I agree with you.
Good morning. Good morning.
I put up the public access prank as well when Evil Dave tried to...
I got that.
Okay, it's in white.
I'm all set, pal. Don't have to worry about me. I'm a pro. Evil Dave does a PSA for retarded children. You want to hear that one?
Yes.
I'll hear all
of these are brilliant.
Right. I only got 2 more.
Can you just say something about the retarded fans?
Hi, this is Dave, and I'm talking to all the listeners that have a specially challenged person in their family. We're sorry. I hope everything is well, and this is to all the listeners out there who have a retarded or retarded child.
Like your parents.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
So, I hope things get better for you on the road of life.
All right, thank you.
Smarten up.
It's unbelievable, right?
Oh, it's just... Oh.
See, I knew you needed
They
to hear
could
this.
have given him any subject matter.
He's a geyser of material.
Why don't we run these as commercials on Sirius?
We
I mean,
should.
not only on our channels, but all the channels. You know, like it should be on the Martha Stewart channel. Hi, this is Dave.
That's Dave.
For low black self-estitle.
Yeah. Self-estitle. That's so funny.
Well, we should at least,
women with one breast.
you should at least turn these into bumpers on our show.
That self-estitle thing is great because, you know, Fred and Benji will attest to this when he's reading jokes in here. Sometimes he'll create a new word that you're like, wow, I never saw that coming.
You want to play this game? I'll give you a name of a celebrity. You tell me if you think Evil Dave can say it.
All right.
All right. We showed him these names. They were written down, right?
Okay.
First one is Alanis Morissette. You think he could say that?
Absolutely not.
Me too. There's no way he could say it. I know.
He knows that one.
No, he can't read it. He's reading off a piece of paper.
He won't.
But he will recognize it and say that correctly.
There's no way
Robin,
Alanis Morissette comes out of his mouth.
He can't do it.
10,000?
Right, let's get real. That's how much I know.
I'm probably wasting $10,000 here, but I can't pay.
All right, here we go.
For you. Hey.
Oh, I didn't put it in.
He said it wrong.
Hold it.
I'm still thinking of Jajim Moses. Remember that one?
That was, or Guggenheim. How do you say Guggenheim Museum?
Jajim.
Jajim. Yeah, Jajim Moses. All right, here it is. This is we just showed him the name Alanis Morissette and told him to read it off a piece of paper.
Alanis Morissette?
Well, you would have won.
I knew it. I gave away $10,000.
Yeah,
wow.
You did.
You see, Robin, you got to gamble. You got to gamble.
You got to let it roll.
It was free money, Artie, and I left
it. He was sitting on the table waiting for you.
And you know what? The action you would have had in those brief few seconds is what makes life so worthwhile.
All right, real quick. Here we go. China Phillips. But China is spelled Chynna.
All right.
Do they say these before they give them to him? Or he's just reading them?
It's one of those ones because it's simple. I bet he mispronounced
He
it.
misses this one.
Me too. I don't believe he could say anything.
Cynthia Phillips?
That's fantastic.
All right. Gillian Anderson. Think about the word Gillian. Gillian. You know he's going to say Gillian.
She's not famous enough, too, so I bet he gets it wrong.
Gillian Anderson?
Oh, you got it right.
Man.
Son of a bitch.
He's surprising us.
David Bowie, could he say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he could say that.
I bet he mispronounced
What if he says Bowie?
Yeah, he'll mispronounce it.
David Bowie?
Yeah.
I would say that's a mispronunciation.
Bowie, yeah.
It ain't Bowie.
It's not Bowie. It's Bowie.
Yeah, it ain't Bowie.
David Bowie.
That's a mispronounce.
Could he say John Belushi?
He knows that one.
Yeah, I bet he does.
John Belushi?
You see? You would lose your 10,000.
You met him.
10,000's gone.
All right. Luciano Pavarotti.
Impossible.
Right. He can't.
No, that's too long.
Yeah, and Luciano is Luciano.
Luke Skywalker?
I'll say no, yeah.
He might die. He might choke.
Lucano, what will he say?
Lucano Pavarotti.
Lenny Bruce?
Luciano Pavarotti?
Yeah, Pavarotti.
Pavarotti. Got for Luciano.
That's real close.
That was pretty close. I'd almost have to give him that. I'm willing to give him that one.
Nah, it ain't Odie. Come on.
Listen.
Luciano Pavarotti?
Oh, Pavarotti.
Pavarotti.
Yeah, okay, got it wrong. What about Sigourney Weaver?
No.
See, I think he could say this for some bizarre reason.
No.
Like maybe there's one of these he's got to get right.
Well, he's gotten a few right. We've been wrong, but he ain't saying Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver.
Oh.
You son of a bitch.
Sigourney.
So you got it right.
See, what is it with him?
What about Isabella Rossellini? No way, right?
No.
That's so easy.
It doesn't matter.
He'll get one little syllable wrong at least.
Rostellini.
Yeah, something like that.
Isabella Rossellini. Come here.
Isabella Rossellini.
Arnold Schwarzenegger will get right.
Yeah.
Because that's a well-known name.
Too famous, yeah.
Although he might say Schwarzenegger or screw the last thing
he's
up.
messed that up on the show, I think, when he's had to read it.
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Hegger.
Thank you.
You think he's like lower than 80? He's got to be about an 80 IQ.
I'll go, now I'll make it 85 because I feel bad for him.
Mikhail Baryshnikov. No way.
Oh,
no
that's
way.
a tough one.
No effing way.
Mikhail Baryshov?
Yeah, no.
Patricia Arquette? No way.
No. I'll say no.
Yeah, he can say that.
But think about the word Arquette.
Yeah, but I think he's going to get this.
No.
Patricia Arquette?
See?
Wow.
See, you could have won another 10,000.
Right.
Taya Leone, he can't say,
No,
can he?
that he can't say.
Tia Leone?
Right.
Tia.
Jason Robards? He could say that.
Yeah.
That's pretty easy, right?
Jason Roberts?
There you go.
Oh, my goodness.
Here's Dave's PSA for colitis.
There's no rhyme or reason.
My nephew Alfred suffered from colitis.
Oh.
And he's a big Dave Letterman fan, so seems Alfred, he has a colostomy thing.
Hi, Alfred. It's me, Dave, and I'm just it's me, Dave Letterman. Yeah, and I'm just calling to say I'm sorry about your condition. It's okay to have colitis and a colostomy bag because it's special, and it's okay to have a colostomy bag, and God bless you, and hang in there, and but come here to New York City. It's lovely here.
What?
It's special.
The capital of the world.
They had him back there making phony phone calls. He did good with the phony phone call, though. He called that public access guy.
Yeah.
So get out there today, ladies and gentlemen, between 3 and 7. You know what I mean? If you're not doing nothing, and you're concerned about this, you know what I mean? Hold on, let's see. Hello?
Hello. Hi. Who am I speaking with?
You're speaking with Mike. What's going on?
Mike, hi. Do you recognize my voice?
Who is this?
My name is Dave Letterman. I have a little TV show. How you doing?
Is this Dave Letterman for real?
Yeah, it's me.
You serious?
I'm serious. I just wanted to call up. We've got the public. This is the public access, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing real good. I just want to say that I'm a big fan of the public access.
Oh, thanks, man.
I love the show.
All right, thanks.
And I think you guys are doing a bang-up job. Get a lot of donations?
Yeah. You want to send us one?
Huh?
Can you send us one?
Yeah, maybe around April 15th or something.
All right, listen.
I love the colors.
All right, listen.
If I can stick on, can I suck my cock?
Yeah.
I can suck my cock. You watch my show.
I don't think that was David Letterman, though, but I don't know. These people are crazy, man. Why are you calling my show with this foolishness, man? This is crazy. This is foolishness. See, that's what I'm talking about. Sound like some white person. They say it was David Letterman. I don't know that. I don't think that was David Letterman, though. I don't think that was David Letterman. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We want to talk about... Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, who this?
This is pretty funny. Then we told him to call in as a black guy, and he did it.
What's the deal with that cracker posing to Dave Letterman?
I don't know.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah. Well, I just called up. This may be. They want me to kill Whitey or something.
Oh no, what's up, bro? What you got?
I just didn't understand, man.
Oh no, what's up?
I don't know. I just called in to ask a question. Alaka Salim, my brother.
We told him to say salam alaikum.
Yeah.
And he screwed that up.
Alaka Salim.
Right. Question. Alaka Salim, my brother.
Why do people call me out? I ain't got no jobs to go to, man. You're sitting there playing on the phone.
We figured out this is actually our job. He says, don't you have any jobs to go to?
This is it. We're doing it.
Abracadabra, my brother.
Alaka Salim.
Abracadabra.
Oh, man, grown man playing on the phone. Grown man. You're a grown man, homie. You're a grown man playing on the phone. You need to be ashamed of yourself.
I felt bad for this kid because I think he really thought it was going to be Letterman and he was going to get a big break.
Yeah, you could see that his hopes were up. He had been discovered.
Get a job. Grown men playing on the phone. Ain't got nothing to say. Grown men.
Right.
Grown men. You a grown man, homie. Grown man. Still living with your mother playing on the phone.
Trust me, ain't a grown man.
It's real business. It's real talk right here. I might save somebody life today. You playing on the phone. Like an idiot.
Nah.
Run up your bill. Anyway.
There it is. Little evil Dave for you.
That's great stuff.
And we're back with the Jack and Rod radio show, and we have a special guest on the phone. Let's hear it for Dr. Ricky Ratner.
Well, hello.
Hi. Now, Dr. Ricky wrote a book called Personal Health Journal, and she talks about the germs that you could catch. Is that correct, Doctor?
Absolutely. There are pretty dangerous germs around flu season.
Doctor, we actually have a couple special guests in the studio. Please welcome David Letterman and Paul Schaefer.
How are you today?
I am great, thank you. Boy, I'm a big fan of your show.
Well, we appreciate you taking the time to talk with us today about this.
Well,
Paul, did you want to say something? I'm sorry.
Hi, I'm Paul Schaefer of the CBS Orchestra.
Well, hello.
Can you get bird flu from kissing a man?
I think that you're probably okay.
Now, as far as germs are concerned, can you get sick from eating a girl with a yeast infection?
Whoa, Dave, that was marvelous.
Your immune system should be able to take care of those kinds of germs.
Right. Paul Schaefer has another question, actually. Go ahead, Paul.
What kind of germs can I get from a man's buttocks?
I would recommend good hygiene and good washing.
What about shaking Paul's hands? He always has shit on his fingers.
Go to hell, Dave.
You stupid homo.
Now pull your cock off.
Paul.
Are you still there, Doctor?
I am.
Paul's cock looks like a ripped apart eel. Should he be concerned?
Not unless it's any different, and
Right.
if it works okay, it's just fine.
Yeah. All right.
Paul had another question.
Is it safe for Anton Fig to stick a drumstick in my ass?
What?
Let me get this straight now. If Paul sucks a cock after it was pulled out of a Puerto Rican's ass, could he get sick?
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
And hopefully he's used a condom.
Yeah. Do you enjoy anal?
Jacking off right now.
All right. Well, thank you. It's been a pleasure talking with you.
But here's Evil Dave calling an adoption agency.
Hello, agency.
Hello. Is this the adoption agency?
This is the adoption agency. Can I help you?
Hi. You know who this is?
No.
My name is Dave Letterman. I have a TV show here in New York City.
Oh, I know you.
Yeah. Are you a fan of me?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
This is a personal, private call. I just want this to be kept discreet if we could.
Absolutely. Every call I have is confidential.
All right, very good. I just want to let you know we want to adopt a black child, and
oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I specialize.
Let me ask you something. Now, how long does the process take?
With an African American placement, it is a lot faster than normal.
Well, now I prefer a light-skinned black, as close to white as possible. Sort of like Paula Abdulish.
There is more than one kind of African American child.
All right. Now, are the light-skinned blacks, are they less rambunctious?
What does that mean?
Are they rowdy?
No, it all depends on how you raise them.
Let me ask you this, can I return him after my ratings go up? Because, once these guys get older, I hear they can get pretty dangerous.
What are you talking about? No.
Because I don't want my girlfriend to get in trouble or anything like that.
I don't understand.
Now, will I be insured in case things go missing from my house, like a TV or a boombox?
What are you talking about?
And can these kids play basketball yet? I'm sorry, these are new children. I don't want my girlfriend to get raped, you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know what you're saying.
Do you guys give out coupons with the child, like for grape juice and spare ribs, that kind of thing?
You gotta be kidding me.
No, it's not. No, I'm very serious.
These are newborn babies, bundles of joy that you parent from day one.
As far as feeding him, can I put a watermelon through a juicer?
What?
No, do you conduct tests on the kids too? Because I don't want a gay one.
This is a totally inappropriate conversation, and I'm going to ask
I've had a few drinks. I'm sorry.
You had a few drinks? It's only 1:30 in the afternoon.
Well, I love Sinbad. Can I get one that looks like him?
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm really a very loving person. I didn't mean to upset or offend anybody.
If you wind up becoming a parent of an African-American child, I sure hope you don't joke like that.
Do they come with a cage?
Oh. This is a totally inappropriate conversation, and if you're serious, come in and file an application.
Well, I need a playmate for Paul Schaefer.
You know what, Mr. Letterman? Thanks for wasting my time.
No, I mean, does the agency provide me with separate dining facilities for my black son?
Get the hell off my phone.
Do you douche with coconut juice? Hello? You racist.
Racist.
Oh, that's too funny.
Evil Dave Letterman will be by today.
I saw Evil Dave on the way in, and he doesn't look in good shape.
He's single now,
Oh, he just doesn't look taken care of. Maybe that's it.
Well, who's going to take care of him, honestly?
When exactly did he look taken care of?
Sandy. Yes. Yeah, you can bring in Dave Letterman, too. I want to speak with him. George David Letterman is coming in. You'll be happy to know. I say Dave Letterman is coming in, George.
Oh, really?
There he is. David Letterman. Whose show I'll be doing tonight.
Hey, everybody. How you doing, Howard? He does. It's not the David Letterman I recognize.
Huh?
Hi, Dave.
How you doing today?
Without the makeup.
Huh? Oh, I don't have my makeup on.
No.
Howard, can I just say I would like to say Merry Christmas to all your Christian listeners and to the Jewish listeners. I'd like to say, may you burn in hell.
Wow. Dave Letterman is a little different on this show of the relaxed rules. But let me say hi to Barry before we continue with you, Dave. Barry, go ahead. You're on the air.
Good morning, Howard.
Hey.
Why don't you take Evil Dave with you tonight and have Evil Dave interview Dave Letterman?
Well, again, I got to explain to you something. When I go on David Letterman's show, I can't take over the show. In other words, I'm not the host.
Evil Dave has been petitioning for that for years.
Yeah. But by the way, the last, I don't know, one of the times I was on, Dave asked me to have Evil Dave on the phone.
Right.
I didn't think it would work, but Dave is in town, Evil Dave, and I would bring him with me, and what I would do is have him sit on the couch with me, and every time Dave says something, have him repeat it.
Yeah.
Show how good he is. But what?
Do you think it would be funny if you brought some of Evil Dave's PSAs to David Letterman? Do you think he could deal with that?
Yeah, but you can't sit on Letterman and play that stuff.
Anybody do anything. But a guy can play a movie clip, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's just kind of lame to play a radio clip on Letterman. You know what I mean?
You're not even sure of the audio.
Yeah.
It's a crazy thing to try to do.
Do you have any of our funny stuff from the radio animated that you can bring?
I don't know. You can't bring... Listen, I'm trying to explain to you what it's like when you do the Letterman show. You can't bring anything with you. It's crazy over there. If you try to... in the beginning, I used to try and do all this prop stuff and bring things out, and they jump on you like you're a pariah. They just want conversation.
They want stories.
Stories and me mixing it up with Letterman back and forth. And don't touch Dave.
I remember the last time you were on there, he was quite intrigued with Evil Dave, and I know he had said about, he wanted you to try and call him.
Yes, he did. And I'm saying, if Letterman wanted me to, I would bring Dave on with me, and I would have him sit there and repeat everything Dave says, because he sounds exactly like him. But you're breaking the illusion now. David Letterman is here.
Right.
Yeah, I'm right here at the studio with Howard right now.
Can I ask Artie one quick question?
Quickly.
Yeah.
Artie, how can I get your DVD of Beer League?
Artie-Lang.com. E at the end of Lang, -Lang. Artie
Beer League is available at the Artie-Lang?
Yes, it'll give you a link to go get it. Or you can go to Amazon.com as well, actually.
Look at you with the internet.
Amazon.com, you can get a good deal on it.
Okay, thank you, Artie.
Okay,
right.
buddy.
By the way, Howard, I just want to let you know I found you a great whack packer. There's some old short guy wearing bifocals and cursing in the hallway, claiming he's your bodyguard.
Oh, you mean Ronnie the limo?
Is that the guy?
That's the guy.
That's the guy.
That's
all right.
the guy. How you been? All right.
I've been pretty good. And by the way, Howard, like Fred Norris, I too got a tattoo. That's right. You know, it's a mistletoe right under my pucker up, everybody. Hey.
All right.
Yeah.
Right under is it?
Yeah,
George, I remember when David Letterman called into the show.
Yes, I do.
And you,
it's hard to forget that.
Yeah, that was great. You had a long conversation.
Yes, but, Dave didn't remember when I did his show ages ago.
Well, it's you were the guy with the pointed ears, right? Is that
no,
you?
I did not have my pointed ears on. I never did.
That's Leonard Nimoy. I'm sorry.
That's Leonard.
And by the way, Howard, I don't care what anybody says. I think Michael Richards' comedy is perfect.
You do. You like it.
I like that.
You like that. Do you like when he yelled at the N-word?
Exactly. And you know what would be a good punishment for Michael Richards? For 1 year, he should have to live with Nick. I mean, with the N-word people.
David Letterman, by the way, is on every night on CBS at 11:35. Dave hosts a show called The Late Show, right?
Exactly.
Late Show with David Letterman. He used to be on NBC.
Right. And you never hear anything about, by the way, you never hear anything about Madonna's black kid anymore. I bet he stole something and she sent him back.
That's possible. You're absolutely
you think that's
right,
what happened?
Dave.
Yeah.
You have so many observations. That's why you're on top. I understand $35 million is your new salary. $35 million for 5 years. You get $35 million each year of that contract.
Right.
That's a lot of money.
And, it's kind of interesting because, when I was a kid, TV was much more wholesome. Shows like Leave It to Beaver, my 3 sons. And nowadays, every other person you see on TV is a fag or black, and no wonder so many kids today are growing up, all screwed up.
Well, that's not right, George? I mean,
well, Dave, you're somewhat behind the times.
Right.
When you were a child.
Well, I admit it.
Yeah, but David Letterman, by the way, Robin, will be on the air for 5 years, which means he'll be on 1 year longer than Jay Leno, who will be stepping down. So they say, Dave, that you're doing this because you want to retire number 1. Yeah. And you'll go up against Conan, so that's very interesting.
But, I really fantasize about resting my balls on Jay Leno's chin when he blows me. Is that gay?
It is gay.
It kind of makes me...
Now, what are you going to do with all that $35 million?
Oh, God, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe buy a lottery ticket. I don't know.
What would you suggest, George?
Yeah. Well, I have a lot of good non-profits that I can recommend.
Really?
Yes.
And charity you recommend?
Charities, right.
I don't think Dave's pretty miserable. I think he's working to give it to charity. Yeah. I think he's going to keep it all for himself. Isn't that right, Dave?
Exactly. And by the way, Howard, I have 3 words to describe Britney Spears' vagina. Disgusting. My great-grandma's vagina looked better, when I raped her. And at the time, she was cheap.
You're always edgy.
Yeah.
You're always edgy when you're here.
Yeah.
He described Britney Spears' vagina in one word: disgusting.
Disgusting. Right.
Disgusting.
Yeah. How about that Lindsay Lohan?
Yeah.
I got to tell you something, Howard. She is one sexy drunk. If I were 20 years younger, I'd force myself on her.
You would.
Yeah, I would.
David Letterman, by the way, you're a father of Harry.
Yeah.
The boy is getting older, but
Harry's doing good.
And you're not married yet.
No, not yet.
Not yet. You're thinking about it.
I got to work out the prenup agreement.
Yeah.
But the kid's name is Harry.
Harry Letterman, right?
Harry Letterman.
Yeah.
And, Howard, I just want to say that I saw a video of Michael Richards during his comedy routine, and, I was highly offended by all those racial slurs. Yeah, that's right. It just disgusts me that a black man would call Michael Richards a cracker in public.
Right. You got upset when you saw that.
That ain't right.
Yeah.
That ain't right.
Well, I can see why you're so successful. You're a witty guest. You're intelligent. You have a lot of statements.
You must be a sought-after guest.
Yeah, a lot of people would want you, and I'm complimented that you come on my show the day that I'm coming on your show. That shows you're a real man.
Yeah. And I heard you talking the other day about that website that teaches girls how to vomit.
Yeah.
That should be shown in every high school. What's our next generation of hot anorexics going to come from?
Right. All right. Yeah, I think you've done enough.
Yeah, all right.
As you burn out after a while.
I'm looking at George Takei over here. Oh,
Did you
man.
see me?
Yeah. Oh, boy. I'm
barrier right
looking
here.
at you, pal. I'm hotter than Chinese algebra. I don't know what that means. And by the way, Robin, do you like Cool Whip? Let me spread some on and some on my balls and let you can lick it off.
I see.
You don't want to do that?
No, I don't think so.
Kind of like being on the mistletoe? I don't know.
You want to put a Cool Whip on your balls and have Robin lick it off?
Let me spread some on my balls and she can lick it off.
I tell you, there's so many.
That's such a tempting offer.
Well, it's Christmas. What the heck?
Robin, so many.
I don't have any mistletoe.
So many guys want you. I saw Bob Levy wrote another song parody about you, and it's just so awful. But
what is he up to?
This is called "I Want Robin's Tits," and it's just maybe among the worst that he's ever done.
Why is he writing songs? All of a sudden, he's all musical.
I know.
Nobody's gonna see them tits, but we know they're big and round. Nobody's ever gonna have them orbs, but we know they're golden brown. Yeah, Robin's got a big rack. I mean a big nips, hot beams. I come in between it.
He's vile.
Oh, man.
I mean, it's not even funny, right?
I mean, you would never know that guy actually pays bills from telling jokes.
Yeah, that he's actually funny sometimes.
The thing that impressed me about Robin is race car driving, boating. Robin is quite the adrenaline junkie. How long before Robin is going to be gangbanging the Knicks?
I don't know.
A very long time, Dave.
All right.
No. But, yeah, she is an adrenaline junkie.
By the way, Howard, do you know that guy who plays Borat as a Jew?
Yeah.
It just goes to show how sneaky those Jews are.
Right.
And I understand that they found water on Mars. Did you know this?
Yes.
That means one day they may find life. Let's just hope it's not Jews.
Wow. Dave Letterman.
This guy played Borat as a Jew.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
is that it?
Okay.
I didn't know.
You know, I know what you can do
That's
with
what
the
you
$35 million. You give half of it to the NAACP and the other half to the B'nai B'rith.
Well, David Letterman is much different on our show than on his CBS show, because on CBS they won't let him say this kind of stuff. This is his real personality.
Here he's
The
illiterate.
real Dave
That's
Letterman.
right.
And by the way, I can't wait to see that Britney Spears sex video. You know, my mouth is watering just thinking about K-Fed's package.
See, what you did there, you threw us off with that.
Yeah.
All right.
Who makes less income in 1 year? This guy or a newborn baby elephant?
That's right.
Dave, you like that?
Yeah.
Letterman liked
Nice
it.
to hear Regis working again.
Good for you, Artie. I was starting to feel bad for you.
Yeah.
Get back at him.
By the way, Howard,
This guy clearly didn't work.
Yes, Dave.
I just heard Fox threw Artie a lot of cash for a development deal. Is that true?
Yeah, you got Artie got a development deal.
Wow, and I thought he was the one on heroin. No?
Are you accusing the Fox people of doing
No,
that?
no.
Can you explain, I never do this with your jokes, but can you explain the Regis joke you just made?
We didn't write him.
I don't know.
No,
about
I
that.
know you didn't, but...
What does that mean?
I don't know. Regis is a game show host or whatever. But you know, if Artie was on, if Artie on Fox is as good as his past projects.
I like the Regis one.
Do you know what it meant?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's start off. What is it, Dave?
I just want to say, may I just take a second to say hello to the swarthy looking gorilla-like creature who loves to lick women's. Hello.
Oh, you talking about Gary?
No. And may I extend my condolences to Gary over the passing of his father. Gary, I just wanted to. I really don't give a shit.
All right, Dave.
Nice timing on that one.
Yes, all right.
And Howard,
Yeah.
I have this fantasy about Baba Booey, comes to my bedroom wearing nothing but his beekeeper mask and gently takes me from behind.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
By the way, Gary, I just want to get my wife a special present for Christmas. Can you recommend a good sewing McKine? Can you do that for me?
McKine.
Yeah.
You should have saved that one.
I should have.
Dave, I want to thank you for stopping by today. It was great seeing you. You're always such a delight to have on the show. David Letterman, watch his show at 11:35. Tonight I'll be on it.
Yeah.
You ready for tonight's show, Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to talk about tonight. Should we talk about you playing us, or should we talk about, I don't know, Dick Cheney's lesbian daughter getting pregnant? I don't know what we should talk about, but we'll figure out something. You know, it would be a good punishment. I was going to say, I'm not against a woman being president, as long as she keeps her vagina fresh. You don't want all the other countries saying that the leader of the free world has a smelly puss.
Smelly puss.
Well, that's true. I gotta give
Very important.
Dave, I want to thank you for coming in here on behalf of the audience. I know you're busy. I know you're busy working on the Late Show, and you've got a family now.
Yeah.
And the fact that you take out time and come here is very, very appreciated. Thank you. David Letterman, everybody.
And I just want to say, hey, Kelly Ripa, can I tell you where Clay Aikens' hand has been? Inside a man's rectum for 45 minutes. If I were you, I would call a doctor.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
You're a wild man, I swear. You're much funnier here than you are on your own show.
I appreciate it. By the way, I've seen Howard with his pants down, and I've got to say, he's got the biggest cleat I've ever seen. The biggest clit I've ever seen.
Hey, look at me, please. Let's play character.
Well,
Do you rehearse it all with him? Well, how long did you have him rehearsing these things?
We gave him the lines last night, and then we went over them this morning, and he read them perfectly. But he gets in here, and he just...
Do you get nervous? Is that what
pressure.
happens? Yeah.
Like Michael J. Fox, sorry.
Yeah, you get all nervous. How you doing in personal life? Are you married again?
Yeah. That new girl?
Oh, I'm still vertical. That's about it. We're doing all right. We're just hanging.
He got
in
a
there.
divorce.
He did divorce.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. You were married a long time.
Oh God. That's why I got all the white hair.
What happened?
Huh? It's 2 words, Robin. It's called financial upkeep. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't buy her a tennis bracelet every day, so it's as Howard said. You know, the financial upkeep. A woman is like a beautiful car. You got to take care of her every day.
You're saying your wife divorced you because you couldn't make enough money?
I just, you know, what are you going to do?
You were bleeding money in this situation?
Yeah.
Did you guys have kids and stuff?
Oh, I got kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do have kids?
Yeah.
How many kids you got?
2 goats. No, I've got 2 girls.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a father of daughters.
Yeah.
But you had a girlfriend last time you were here.
Yeah, well, that...
Are you still with her?
Oh, no, that went over like a short pole holder.
What happened
there?
She wanted a tennis
You got a girlfriend? Once again, I couldn't get the woman a tennis bracelet every day. So
what happened? Did your marriage end because you had a girlfriend? Or?
No. Everybody thinks it did, but it didn't. No.
Who thinks it did?
No one thinks you had a girlfriend.
Page 6.
Yeah, page 6.
I don't think there's a person on the planet believes you had a girlfriend.
I don't know what I think.
So the girlfriend left you too?
Yeah.
What did she say?
Now you're going to get the Howard's News people in here, Robin. Thank you very much.
What did she say to you? Like,
just friends, that kind of thing, and you know how that goes.
Oh, so you were stalking her?
Oh God.
Howard, he actually met her at an appearance. Like, she was a big Evil Dave fan. That's why she dated him.
Right, until she dated him.
That's what probably happened. Some chick fell for him.
Yeah, she used me. She used me.
And then did you lose your marriage because you were having an affair?
No. Everybody thinks that, but that did not happen.
No. Who's everybody?
I don't know. Ask the Howard 100 News people. I don't know. They're like the paparazzi. I don't know.
Please bring in one of these women you've dated. Please.
Yeah, well, you're right.
Well, were you having sexual relations with this girlfriend?
There's your answer. You know the answer to the question. Why ask the question, Robin? Yes, I was.
If a chick falls in love with you because you're Evil Dave on the show, you shouldn't let these girls get to know you too well.
I know. That's,
You know what I mean? Like your real personality will come out. You should have us just write lines.
Yeah. Write lines in bed while I have a puff on a cigarette. You're right.
Don't let them inside.
Exactly. Yeah, I just couldn't afford a tennis bracelet every day for him, you know.
When's the last time you got laid? For real?
Oh, God.
Honestly.
You got the number of one of those hookers? How about that, Houston? I don't know.
No, I don't know.
Been a while.
You can stop trying to be David Letterman. Tell me, when's the last time you got laid?
Oh, it's been a while.
It has.
Privacy issue, you know. You know, Howard, you know.
Privacy.
Get that guy an oxygen mask over there, quickly. All right.
Privacy.
Oh, paramedic in here. For God's sakes. Get Ronnie to get the 911 guy in here.
You don't want your public to know about you?
What public?
Exactly. Holy
Cubic, what public? I don't know.
How old are your daughters?
Stern Show. That's right.
Wow.
How old are your daughters?
Huh?
How old are your daughters?
Let's see, 22 and 17.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Big girls.
Yeah. Are they still talking to you and stuff?
Oh, no, everything's fine.
Everything's cool?
Yeah, everything's
Do you talk to your ex-wife, or is she, like, not even talking to you?
It's kind of a friendly situation.
It is.
Because, it's like Gladys Kravitz dropping over or something from Bewitched. I don't know. You have to keep it friendly. So, You sure you don't want some oxygen, Artie? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Just keep talking.
All right.
Would you let Artie date your 17-year-old?
Huh?
Would you let Artie date your 17-year-old?
Sure, if he showed me his driver's license, no problem.
Privacy issue. Howard, privacy issue.
Yeah. You need 2 forms of ID, and I'm not counting a library card. You know what I'm saying?
We had Evil Dave on the wrap-up show once earlier this year, and I guess I got some insight into why everything failed. Because I said, "What happened? What happened? What happened?" He goes,
"That's going to be up for an FME. I know that."
He goes, "I forget how he worded it exactly, but he goes, there's only so much that you can listen to what a failure you are before it becomes too much." Something like words to that effect.
Something like that. Words to that effect.
What?
Well,
You got the tape? I don't know.
how much of a failure were you?
I didn't bathe every day.
Do you miss your wife?
Huh?
Do you miss her?
No, because, I see her maybe every other day.
Yeah, but do you want to get back with her?
It's a tough question.
Would it be less
Does your wife
expensive?
think you were a failure?
I think she thinks I am. I don't know why.
Would it be less expensive for you to just play a tape of her calling you a failure?
Wait a second. What do you mean she thinks you're a failure? You got a job, right?
Yeah.
You supported your family.
I tried, yeah.
Girls went to school and everything?
Yes. Well, she's helped out a little bit, too.
Right. All right, so a lot of two-income families.
You wanted to have a family.
Do you feel like a failure?
Yeah, why are you a failure?
I don't know.
Are you happy with
that low self-esteem thing?
Are you happy?
You have to charge me $500 an hour, Howard, to get to the bottom of it. I don't know.
Do you go to see anybody?
You know, I get so busy. It's like I didn't know Fred played piano. Like we're at a restaurant or something. Yeah, it's.
But do you ever think about going to see somebody? Like, you ever get bummed out and say, maybe I should go talk?
Yeah, but it's like you. I got responsibilities. What am I supposed to do?
Well, you don't have to see him all day. You can see him for an hour.
Well, no, I see him. I see him.
You see a psychiatrist?
Huh?
You see a psychiatrist?
No.
You see kids?
I did go for a little counseling when my when my father.
Why don't you sell one of your 18 Brad Garrett shirts?
Yeah, there you go. That'll do it.
Put it towards
I'll bring it up at Bob Levy's next comedy show when he's done selling his CDs. Yeah.
You went to counseling when your dad died.
Huh? Yeah, well, sure.
Yeah, and
the company paid for it, so yeah.
Right, but why not go for your divorce?
Well, I mean, they gave you what? They gave you 3 sessions.
Yeah.
I got Howard 100 News panning at the heels out there. I went for 3 sessions, and the second or third, I brought it up. And
when you first got married, do you think your wife's expectations were high, or?
How old were you?
Yes. What did she?
How old were you when you?
I was. Let's see. I was 28.
28.
And that's where I got all the white hair right here.
And do you think that she thought that you were going to be a high roller?
You were going somewhere?
Yeah.
No.
Where were you supposed to be going?
I don't know. Change off at Newark. I don't know.
All right. Well,
when did she get excited when? So she married you before she realized that you sounded like a famous person.
That's right.
Right.
She was after my green card. I don't know.
Well, Dave, I want to thank you for coming in here. And
I appreciate
because
that.
I told you I saw him walking in today, and he looks like a broken man.
Yeah. I look like I should be selling Christmas trees or something.
You're our friend. Big D in Hartford, you're on the air.
We don't think you're a failure.
Hey,
David Letterman, I'll be on your show tonight. Thank you.
I appreciate. And by the way, Howard, I've got to say to Robin, you're looking beautiful, and you've gotten a little lighter skinned, haven't you? Didn't you? It's probably from all those white activities you've been doing, like boating and reading.
I see. They're white.
Is that
activity.
true? And Robin,
white activity.
Yeah. And is it true that you had
breathing is a white activity?
And by the way, Robin, that's right. And is it true that you had a personal ad in Chocolate Singles? You got a really,
yes.
You're really selling yourself short. A woman of your celebrity could definitely get a white guy, or at least an Asian. Right, George? Hey,
all right, Dave. We look forward to being on your show tonight.
Howard, do you know what sexual position produces the ugliest children?
No.
Could we call your mom and find out? I'm sorry. I'm not doing Men in the holiday spirit. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, thank you for being here, Dave. And Tito, you got the...
Oh, I've had the whole smorgasbord.
All right. Me too, sir.
Dave Letterman, too. Dave, go ahead.
Speaking of hot black women, I got to say, Robin, you look so beautiful today. God, I wish I was a zucchini right now.
You used that line before, Dave.
Robin loves meat and vegetables.
There is no end to this, Dave, is there?
No, we can't get rid of him.
Yeah, you say goodbye, he stays.
Yeah, I want to thank you, Dave, and I'll see you tonight on your show. All right?
I got to work a Star Trek convention.
All right, thank you very much, Dave, and pleasure seeing you today. And thank you so much for being here. All right, Dave Letterman, everyone. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Wrap-Up Show. John, Gary, Will, Richard, and Dave joining us here on the Wrap-Up Show. Morning. How are you? Doing good, Dave. Dave, did you sense that Howard was getting a little tired of you chiming in?
I thought it was well-paced today, and I guess I'm like that head-on product, apply directly to the forehead. I mean, at least I was working. I don't know.
We know exactly what you're saying. I personally, first of all, I was thinking about this. If we end up doing another film festival, a second idea is I just want to follow Dave from his house to here and everything he does when he's not on the air. Because I'm fascinated by him. But part of the beauty of Dave is that he eventually wears it as welcome towards the last 10 or 15 minutes.
I love that, though. That makes me laugh.
And that's what we love about Dave.
Yeah. Well, what was your
I'd be picking up loose change at
I mean,
stations.
there's a certain point where, we can keep Dave on the script, and then at some point he just, goes on his own, and I'll be sitting there, and I'll be like, where's that line coming from? And he'll just start on his own. But he was pretty good today.
I thought Dave was very good, but I would like to have this conversation. I thought Dave was very good today.
Thank you.
But how many times have you done the show? Would you say 2 dozen at least, maybe more?
Yeah, I think.
And how many times have we said to you to stick to the script?
Well,
and how many times have you stuck to the script?
I was on the Ritalin today.
I would say none of them, right? Would that be fair to say that Dave, eventually, if you
how many jokes?
I think I'm getting better.
Like, is there a certain point when you know Dave's just going to do his own thing?
Well, he always is very uptight when he first comes in, and he just wants to make sure everything's perfect. And then when he starts to loosen up an hour or two in, that's when it's like the real Dave comes out, you know?
Yeah, I like it when Dave used to come in and he goes, listen, I've written some jokes. Can you take a look at them? And they're written, I swear to God, one time he handed me a napkin with jokes written on them.
But there was like literally a point today when I had him in like a chokehold trying to keep him away from the mic. You know, that's basically what my job was.
The Howard TV then. Yeah.
We should like shock him every time he does one of his lines.
Exactly.
How far away did Artie move his chair from Dave? It seemed like he was drifting more and more towards Howard as the show went on.
Yeah, this is a very inside reference, but it was almost like Dan at one of our Thursday meetings. The chair just kept getting further away.
Hey, Dave was begging us. He has like, which didn't get on the air date, like some hand type things. He wanted to know if we can mic.
Right. You wanted it. You got a mic right there. You can do it.
He has a special talent.
What do you mean? Oh wait, what do you mean?
Work it in there, Dave. Could
but what is it that you want? Like, how does it work?
Describe what you're doing.
You guys ever knew kids when you were in school? They were called linguists, right?
Right.
I sort of had the talent here. You could like. There we go. You got to moisten up the hands a little bit. You know, I'm not Fred Norris with the sound effects.
I will tell you, that is what the wrap-up show is for.
So Dave was asking us actually if we had a special microphone that could pick that up.
And he wants to do a prank call.
I wash my hands.
He wants to do a prank call with me and Sal where he makes fart sounds with his hands.
Because, I've been sick lately.
Yes, Dave made those sounds with his hands for everyone out there.
Did we get a chance to rap to Dave today? You just rap to Dave? Did Howard talk to him at all?
A little bit about the new girl.